Ready to take your game to the next level? Check out our vast range of pro-quality cues, crafted to perfection. Would you prefer a more hands-on approach? Why not visit our brand new showroom? Protect your cues with style using our sleek cue cases. Join our exclusive members area now, where you'll qualify for 5% back of your order as points towards future orders.
Now then, it's all culminated in this. 16 players, 14 matches, 415 games of pool.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, and we are at the final two. And I'm sure these two, although fatigue will come into play at some point, will be more than up for this. £8,000 on the line in the final, guaranteed 10. Jordan Shepherd, we've got him for the next 30 minutes. Going to mix it up in the final. We're going to have quite a few co-commentators come in. There's been a big shout for Fish Cake, and I can tell you he is in the building.
The cake.
Yeah, a little bit of a knot with him before.
Hopefully he hasn't had too many beers.
Maybe Ricky Jones in as well.
Yeah, I think only right we get the pig in. He's done a great job getting the tournament all sorted out. Now then.
Mikey to get us underway. No doubt you expect him to be the fresher of the two coming into the final.
Yeah, but like...
he's had obviously a late night last night, but you know, his match against Gav was a good 2-3 hours shorter than the other semi-final. So he's had a few hours to get something to eat, bit of rest. And I mean, Jake's had an hour and a half, but a grueler of a semi-final.
Yeah. You say that, George, though, but without Ricky, there is none of this. So, but any more of them, you're going, pal. Good break from Mikey.
Yeah.
I don't really know Sean, to be fair. It's probably as close as you can get it. I'll let Dave decide.
Oh, thanks, mate.
No problem, pal.
Yeah, again, all the time. What do I think the actual odds are of this match? Sit on the fence at 5 to 6 apiece. How would I price it? I would price it 5 to 4 on Tomlinson, 11 to 8 Dylan, and that's because I'll tell you why that is. Because I just think Mikey was exceptional in his semi. It's the same day. He seems to be flying, focused. The best I'd seen him for certainly this weekend. So I do make Mikey the favourite. Let us know if you do agree or disagree with me. I tend to get these things well and truly wrong. So all Jake fans will be quite happy, I'm sure.
He's not a massive practicer, Mikey. So like playing 3 first to 18s in the 3 days, and obviously the final, you'll feel like he's flying now. Good start from Mikey. Big crowd, well, big enough crowd in watching. Right, Ted. Right, pal.
Yeah, and although Mikey is the home player, Jake well and truly loved at Murphy's. Comes down
Plays
quite a lot. So
plays a lot of Murphy's at Goole, Jake. Don't worry about betting, Dan. Have you got that 125 sent over here to Jack? Tom. Kean. New call Bedford.
Keane. Again, remember he used to play at Aaron, same club as Aaron. I remember him at about 11, 12, something like that. Hope you're well, young man. Have you been watching this weekend? Yeah, brutal. But you did start it. Back to the front ball break.
You got a ball,
has got a friend, yeah.
They're nice as well.
I did say it would be a decision for him to make. I'm sure he's gone away in the break and thought about it. Cut broke for about 2/3 of the match. And his semi-final. But that front ball break, which was so devastating in his previous 2 rounds before the semis. Looks like it's back and working. He'll be happy with the layout. Careful cue ball needed.
Yeah, he'd be fine, won't he? I'm not sure how much these two have played against each other. I don't think they've played for money, but he's still going to be alright. But Landed would have liked to have been a bit further over then, so he can clear them 2 yellows in the green bag corner.
Doesn't have to take this one now, does he?
Yeah, he has to just. You're struggling to see problems, yeah. Just let him clear them up.
Yeah, don't fall into that trend. You've done that much commentary. You sit here and end up finding problems that aren't there.
No.
And you definitely don't need to carry that onto the table.
No. I think this is me done for another 10 years commentating, to be honest.
Well, until the next £2.5 a man in Murphy's.
I'm hoping I'll be playing in it.
Make sure you're in China for that.
I'm hoping there'll be one we'll be playing in.
Oh, I might not have got it completely right, Gab. Fair enough.
Yeah.
It's been a long, long weekend.
Yeah.
I'll keep it simple. I make Mikey favourite, in my opinion.
Slight fav.
Slight favourite, yeah. Yeah, but I did say that. You're absolutely right. There was no prizes for the final either. The 9th of September.
We fly to Denver on the 9th of September. He's my little brother, but he's not so little. He's coming with me.
Taking Jack?
No, Jack does want to come, but not to this one. He's away at the time. He's they going on holiday somewhere, family holiday.
Change of referee for the final. We've let the first John go home, but we've still got a John.
Mikey's brought that sledgehammer back with him, hasn't he? Reds.
Always like to see the first two shared, me, Sheppy.
Yeah.
We're off from the start.
Reds, just trickle the black out. Trickle the black out first shot. And then work his way in. Yeah, you're just trying to work out where he should free it really. And then he leave himself an angle in the middle. I'll not answer, but I'll let Dave answer that one.
Are these better than you, Sheppy? No. Does it? Yeah, just no. Got to deal with this one up in the top breaking area. 18,000 is going to the winner.
Shot.
10,000 for the runner-up. Yeah, I think he'll settle for that breakout in the breaking area.
Sounds good, Matt. Be good to see you, pal. Been a while. Yeah, just the 8 goes in the middle, doesn't it? But we did see one turn up yesterday. I don't know if it was finger marks or what, but wonder if Mike will remember. Because he should get that far, shouldn't he? Into the finish, you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't go as far as say this is frame ball, but it goes a long way. And
There might be a little value in flicking the black here. Just a little soft flick into yellow. Try and push it to the side rail, knowing you're going to be on.
Yeah, because it's quite tough to
Just
the
a
right
little
centre
flick.
where it is now.
Yeah,
that'll do
perfect.
nicely. He's going away from his work, that's all.
Yeah.
Gonna have to leave.
He'd have loved to leave himself not bridging this. He could get. He's still going to be all right. But
Yeah, just don't force it.
yeah.
A little bit of distance, but doesn't have to do anything.
Plays with a
here.
massively thick tip, Mikey, like I mentioned last night. So obviously, when he does play with side, I don't think he has to probably allow a lot more than what a normal cue would, you know.
Yeah, it makes it quite a bit more difficult, that I should imagine.
Yeah.
Is it 10 mil then, snooker?
Just shy. It's 9.7. No, it was only the top 4 got paid, so the semis got $5,500 each. The finalists will get a 10k payout, and the winner will get £18,000.
Peter Sharples, as far as I know, we are playing for the 8,000 in the middle. We don't want to be asked again. Excellent clearance.
Well, you won't mind another however many frames needed, but the rest of them just to go like this and then make your job easy. Straight across the tops, back to Macclesfield.
I think the final will be like this. My only concern and the reason I made Mikey favourite was because Jake's got to be tired. He's just got to be.
Inevitable, yeah.
Yeah, and playing another race to 21. I mean, he's effectively playing a race to 39 in one day.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Which is an awful lot of pool.
Imagine if they did play the quarters this morning.
Yeah.
Whoever was in the final would have been a write-off, basically.
Because it was a bank holiday, they could have spread this out a little bit more, I suppose, in hindsight.
Yeah, I think the final could have been tomorrow.
Wow.
That is a sledge.
Oh.
No love, those. No love, sir.
This is it, though, because I do believe that's the best break for Jake, and it has been this weekend. He needs to not read too much into that very unfortunate bit of luck.
He hit them too hard for me. I think there's value in playing the soft break on this table. I'm not on about tapping it, but
Jake can't be more tired than Mikey.
Yeah, it's an argument for both sides, to be fair, Gav.
It's true. I think Mikey has he didn't get much kip last night, Gav, that's for sure.
He's like a cat with 9 lives, Mikey, to be fair. A little bit loose.
Gav, are you back already?
Yeah, he's not far from me, Gav. 70 miles, I think he is. Not really that far, to be fair. Straight up the A1.
Very good. not so sure if the first red goes here.
The bottom
That's why
red
he's-
goes, yeah.
Yeah, the bottom one does. That's he's just forced into raising the back of the cue.
Yeah. He'd be delighted to see these chances pop up straight away, though, settle him in. The good thing, obviously, with these tournaments is you play such a long race. By the time you do get to the final, you've played that much pool. You're on autopilot, and you, as the Americans say, you're in stroke.
Yeah. Pair should definitely be in stroke. Yeah, we feel you, Gav. Yeah, both of us.
Yeah, I don't feel that bad, to be fair. Obviously, I'd love to be out there playing now. I'm a little bit envious of these boys playing for a lot of money in the final. It was a bit tough watching, just commentating, but it is what it is.
Just a little bit thinner than he would have liked.
Yeah.
Just got to really drop this in dead weight. And that was the issue.
Short.
That's what's brought the... I mean, he's already ran a... I mean, he's okay where he is, but you can see if he potted it, it'd be another 2-3 inches over to the left.
Yeah, he just lost the white, didn't he? Quite early in the finish, and then gradually got worse.
So, chance to nick one back. Got to take these opportunities.
Tricky little finish, though. Yellow off the yellow. Yeah.
Not quite as much as he would have liked.
Yeah, I actually think that yellow on the side rail will cause him more issues than the yellow that's on the red with the red. No, it's just done that a bit much. Bad shot.
What do you do here?
Depends how much you can get into this.
Oh, wow. Must have been a bit more room between the top cushion and that yellow than it looked on our screens. Did get the kiss, not quite enough.
Yeah, he's a chance though. And he could end up coming. I'm not 100%, but he could end up coming round 3 rails. 3 rails and again on that yellow on the side rail. Pot this in the yellow bag, come round. Just depends. But he could send this on a good line. Thick.
Thick, yeah.
Yeah. Thick.
Don't start calling me names.
Bit of a tie-in shot, that one for me then. He was odds against to get the finish there, but he'd be disappointed that he didn't really get to his last ball. That all come from the bad shot he played when he landed. He got into the fourth one, so I think stunned it too much. Table is super reactive though, so them shots can go a little bit dodgy.
First frame with a couple of visits then.
Yeah.
And it's Mikey that will open a 2-frame gap early doors. And I can tell you, he seems to be enjoying it.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got to, as a pool player.
Well, after last night, he probably, same as when he missed his chance against Kyle in the first round, he probably can't believe he's still in the tournament.
Yeah. Did say, is it written? Is it written?
Maybe it is.
For
And the boys, obviously from the club, have put. There's it'll be no secret, but the boys have put him in, so obviously they'll be sweating this out. Big sweat on. Even bigger sweat last night when Aaron was on that yellow or red, wherever it was.
Put a couple in, didn't they?
Yeah, Ryan Clark was one of them.
Yeah. Well, that's both of them then.
Yeah. They don't hide no facts really. This is probably. I know he's let the white loose a bit, but this is probably the best I've seen Mikey hit the brakes. So consistent.
Yeah, there's just so much shoulder into it.
Yeah,
and that makes it difficult to get consistency and accuracy, but he's managed it.
There's no real control or anything, but his power through the pack's been brilliant. And obviously, when you do get him playing a few matches, like his standard does get better. Obviously, like you've seen this morning against Gavi, or this afternoon, wherever it was. feels like about 3 days ago, but yeah, he has got some gears.
I don't think there's anything tricky here.
No, just a couple of good whites. Pick a nice route, especially if that yellow goes past the red in the bottom right.
Yeah, I think it does.
And you really can't see any issues there, can you?
Nope. But still just taking a little bit of time. Contemplating taking this one that he's closest to, I think.
Yeah.
Not so sure if it's the right shot. I think I'll go left, centre,
I would
bottom left.
have liked to bring back there. So he's straight on this yellow going down.
Yeah. I think you're right, Shat.
Clever shot, that is.
Yeah, red's moved out of the way, so no problems queuing.
Looked at nothing shot, but that was quite clever the way he played that then. And shots like these, you very rarely you see. Mike, you probably missed this now because I've said this, but these are straight in. Because he just hits the ball so well.
Yeah, I've mentioned it. Obviously, he's been on the stream, but there's no pause, real. A tiny little one on the cue ball. It's unusual for a snooker player.
Yeah, he doesn't play any snooker anymore, really, but obviously has been a very good snooker player in his time. And he still picks his cue up sometimes and still plays well. Another nice finish.
I mean, he's up there in the rankings on the IPA, but definitely feel he's more suited to the longer format. Just having a look at his other games, he's played Bali twice. He was obviously in this, and he lost to Gav in the chat. I'm sure he'll appreciate that.
Mike will tell you himself, like, I get on him quite a bit for not preparing properly. Maybe doesn't give the game quite enough respect yet, because he probably still feels like he's a bit of a snooker player. So he hasn't, for me anyway, personally, I think he hasn't fully given it his everything yet. He's not a massive practicer, but like if he did commit to it, you would see his level go up. Because as you can see, obviously in his matches, he's got a lot of firepower.
Sheppy, have you ever considered 9-ball? I think it'd really suit you, 9-ball.
Obviously with these American, obviously going over there a little bit more next year and a few times this year. I think it's only natural I am gonna have a little go at it. I don't know to what extent yet, but I will start having a go, and if the dates obviously fall where I can go and have a week somewhere, then probably. But I've tried everything else, so I may as well try 9-ball.
Getting the old UK Open.
Yeah, maybe. Just more so. If I went to America, I'd probably, if there was something on over there, I'd maybe go a week earlier or something.
Something on every week over there, isn't there?
Yeah, exactly, and the money's like pretty good, really. So see what comes of it, and yeah.
Get yourself a queue.
Yeah.
If you don't own one.
No, I ain't got a queue yet, but I'm hoping I can get something sorted out pretty soon. Nice chance here for Jake again.
Yeah, just has to sacrifice a little bit here. Not going to be able to get away from the side cushion. So needs to make sure that he lands exactly where he wants to leave a natural angle. Ooh, well, I'm surprised by that. I just presumed he was going to leave it far shorter. But
yeah, Winnie. Big Dave's done alright, didn't he? I think he might end up being a club regular. He's loved it that much.
yeah, I do like it over Maybe I'm a Yorkshireman at heart, not a Mancunian.
Miss Pedersen? Mrs. Pedersen?
Mrs. Pedersen. Let's start that again. We had a good giggle, that was.
When
Yeah. I had a few messages.
he comes back from Manchester, doesn't he?
Yeah. Walks in.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, arcade.
I can picture her now, just
Yeah,
bouncing about.
with the Parker on.
Yeah, class. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, it's one of them games though, Ted. I think you same as any of the Q sports, unless you dedicate yourself to it, then one of them where you're not going to get the full potential. But for as far as I can see now, this is where English 8 balls, where my loyalties lie at the minute. So
I think what I meant when I said I wasn't just saying, because he's a talent, he'd be good at 9 ball. I just think the way Sheppy hits the ball, obviously it comes from snooker an awful lot, and cue action, and the way he sees the game, it's a very fast game. Everything sort of comes together for you. That's what I just want to elaborate and just say, oh well, it involves a cue, you're going to be good at it. I just think that suits you more than Chinese 8 ball. Yeah, I think the only problem you might get is you might take pots for granted a little bit, and they have lessened the size of the pocket, haven't they? Quite considerably.
Yeah, they've tightened them right up.
Is it 4 inch now?
4 inch, yeah. But even
it's still big down the rails.
It's still big compared to what we're used to. So,
and the only thing you would hate about it is it's played on basically the 861 or a very similar.
But with the big balls, obviously, it's just the way the ball reacts, isn't it? That's what obviously annoys me. But going back to this, Jake's made a couple of little mistakes, lost the cue ball a couple of times.
Yeah, I think he went too far on the one up the left-hand side. I think he should have dropped in, left the natural for the one that was, well, the furthest one north on the screen now, and then left a cut back into the centre
shot
to the other one.
His touch is looking brilliant, to be fair to him.
All immaterial now, I suppose, because Mikey with that shot has given himself a chance to go further ahead. Let's have your thoughts.
A bit far, maybe, yeah.
I do expect this poll to go heavily one way because I should imagine there's an awful lot of local people watching as well. So, but has to go on, doesn't it?
I bet that the numbers have been really good on the stream.
Yeah, Jack's been over the moon.
Great shot, this.
Beautiful.
Yeah. To be fair to Fisher, he called Mikey as the winner. As soon as he lost his match Friday, he said, "My money's on Tombo." I know obviously they're very good mates, but he had the belief in him. Nice finish.
No need to panic quite yet.
But he's obviously in every match he's played so far, he's gone into a massive lead.
Yeah. And his first two, he didn't hold on to them, but in the third he did.
And obviously, if he does go into a big lead, how much fight does Jake got left in him?
Well, I don't think we're quite at that sort of conversation. Maybe about 2 hours' time. But I do feel, like I've said a few times, keep within 4. So
yeah.
Big frame coming up.
Mikey's break, though, the way he's gone so far, I don't see him getting a shot.
Well, with that, like you said, there's plenty of power, but not so much control. He's obviously just throwing caution, I suppose. Taking a chance. He's a big old boy and there's an awful lot of power
Yeah, try.
This time.
Commentator's curse.
It's just what he needed, though, the butcher. How's the layout? Not too bad, not too shabby. Sorry, I'm picking up some of these Yorkshire sayings. Yeah, Winnie, I think you're right. He does look fresher, and expected that, but we haven't seen so much of Jake at the minute.
No, Mikey. He plays. I'm sure he plays IPA.
Yeah, he does.
But he hasn't played this year, I don't think.
Yeah, he's won a. Did he win a? Let me just check before I read it. He did. He won an amateur IPA event, European Open. Couldn't tell you what year. Ranked, I think, 25, I want to say. Wow. Just having a look at that poll, we're currently around 60-40 in Mikey's favour. So yet again, at predicting anything.
I think that fan's making me more tired, to be honest.
It gets high near sometimes. Does. And plus you're going.
After this frame.
Oh, is it this frame quarter to 8? Yeah.
I'm going to shoot. Been a pleasure.
Well, I'm sure the chat will be gutted.
No, they get...
We've had enough.
They get a bit of peace and quiet.
Nobody has to ask for subtitles anymore.
Yeah, that's it. You'll have to torture someone else instead, Dave.
Ah, yeah, no problem. I just think it's time to bring fish cake in.
The cake. Just keep them off them beers. Clean finish though.
Yeah, just what you needed. Well, it's 5-2. Thank you very much, Jordan.
No, thank you,
for
Dave.
the service over the last 3 days. It's been a joy, hasn't it? Let's
Pleasure.
be honest. And I'll no doubt catch you again. Plenty more of this final to enjoy.
I won't, Janet. He's had a few beers, so I'm hoping tomorrow is catch-up day.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fish cake is in the cupboard.
It is a cupboard. It's a sweatbox today.
Now, well, I come prepared, you see.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this, eh?
What is it? That an air cooler?
Hey, well, no, it's just a fan. It's just a fan, but
What a game.
it does the job, doesn't it?
What a game we've got on here.
He's playing well. You're a good mate, though.
Yeah. Do you know something? I'm 10 years older than him, but we've grown up together. You know what I mean? We've played snooker hours on end and whatnot. And Jake's a good lad, you know. I want Mikey to win, obviously, but if Jake wins, fair play to him, you know what I mean? Because he's a good lad.
Not an unpopular figure in here, certainly.
No, he's just a nice guy. He's one of the nice guys of the pool world, you know what I mean? But, yeah, Mikey were on a bit of a roll there and he just dried in it. And look how it changes, you know. He just left him for Jake. It's 5-2, it's Jake's break. It's going to be 5-3 now. It's it's good level, top level. It's not far from top level, this, is it? You know what I mean?
Absolutely not.
You know.
I do feel that this is exactly what Jake needs. He needs to get back into this sort of fast rhythm that he showed us in the first 2 matches. And, you know, if Mikey does give him these opportunities, we've seen what he's more than capable of. And we do want it to go close. You don't, obviously, but most people watching will want this to go close. It kind of deserves a decent final.
Yeah, it does. You know, I won't be. You know, obviously, I don't like keeping it. Obviously, I don't like to win, but I would like to see a good solid game. And what it is, Jake's not going to go away even if Mikey gets in front. He's got a lot of experience. He plays for England here, there, and everywhere. You know, so he plays on every event going. He plays 9-ball, whatever. He's always doing something, isn't he?
Yeah. Just taking on full-time Q Sports.
Yeah. Hey up, lads. Steve, Yasser, Phil, Janet.
Definitely been the most requested co-commentator we've had over the last 3 days. And I mean, I've heard you do it.
Yeah. I just do it for a bit of fun, me, like.
Absolutely. So do I.
Yeah.
So
But you're very good. You've been brilliant this weekend. You know, every time I've put it on, you know, score. So fair play to you, mate. Hey up, Kenny.
And he even gave me the joy of picking up a cue before. First time in a couple of months. We had a little knock, didn't we? I think you got better of me just.
It was a bit of fun, but I can tell you've got it and you know what you're on about, and that's why I watch you and I can tell you can play a bit. Obviously, you aren't practicing, so.
No, I'm no way near this level, mate. I really am not.
All right, Pat. Yes, was definitely just good bowl. See if Mikey can get a ball this time.
Well, it's not through lack of effort if he doesn't.
Wow.
Look at these.
Oh, you see, it's mad, this game. It's scary. It's like that little nudge off yellow there. White could have gone it middle, couldn't it, you know?
I mean, he really does hit them hard. The speed gun we've already spoken about. I've told a story before. I've got a friend that, I think, where was he? I think he went to Turkey, and you know them old bashed up sort of 9-ball tables with a net back on him. He's got an enormous break. He's a big lad, just like Mikey here, and he broke off and the front ball split in half.
Yeah,
Had a picture of it. Yeah,
never.
Split it in half. I got a picture of it. Yeah, it's I think I've got it on my phone somewhere.
Wow.
Might have to post it, but incredible. Luckily, it doesn't happen with these quality balls. But,
No.
I mean, they must start shiver when they see him loading up, Mikey.
Yeah. I'm just looking, seeing what he's doing here. Is that a plant into left middle, or, you know, it's just that them two, but they're together there, and it looks, because that ump right's a bit lower, it looks like it don't go, but I bet it still goes in this bottom right, do you?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. The plant to the left middle, I think that's set to the near jaw. I mean, he said either.
I don't know, Daniel's just asking if I'm going to be back up when he's saying, just trying to get Ed a bit better, and, you know, we'll see. I'm getting older now, it's not easy, you know. I'm 46 next week, and I don't know if I'm in a rush for one, but we'll see. But obviously I'll have to pick a decent game at the minute, you know, as you saw the other night. I'm just not at races at the minute.
Yeah, get yourself advertised well there, Pete.
Yeah.
I think that was an attempt at possibly nudging the two Reds, because
he's going for it here. So White's gonna be anywhere here. It could go off knuckle or anything. You see he's covered that bag down here, but Jake's got a sneaky one in middle here, and if he believes in his cue, and he's going to take one of the long ones.
I think he'll take the long one. I think he'll take.
He's believing in himself.
I think he'll take the two that are together towards the triangle area, the one on the right hand side, because it's got to be close to Cannon in the problem yellow out, Pete.
Yeah, I've just seen it now, but I don't think he's taking it.
No,
but you have got a point there.
He's taking the other one. Maybe this is the natural angle if he punches this in. Yeah,
wow.
There you go.
Fantastic shot. Landed very unlucky there. He's still on bottom, a couple of yellows here, but he's just made them a bit naughty, smelly, hasn't he?
It's very difficult to find another yellow after this, because he can't get towards the bottom of the cue ball either, so he may have to just take his medicine.
Do you know something? I've just seen it. It might be playing ball into him here, and he's still on that yellow not left. Playing ball into two yellows.
Not far off.
He's no shot. Got no shot, unless, I'm not saying it will from here. You know, he could smack yellow into red and it go in middle. Do you get me?
Yeah,
but
I don't think so. No. And I don't think the plant can be manufactured either, because there's no gap between the two yellows. Just looking at his body language, I mean, you guys can see it as well. He's clutching. Yeah,
he's clutching, and I don't even think he's got a B shot. Not that I know what one of them is like, but You know, where do you put White?
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna have to try and think up some magic concoction though, because he's almost certainly going to be 6-3 down.
Yeah.
So, got to attempt something. Surely doesn't squeeze this. I mean, he's had a good look at this.
He's having a look at something, isn't he? Is he going for yellow off the yellow?
Is he playing your shot? Is he playing your shot? No.
He went to... Oof. I think he might have tried clipping that yellow ring down here. I'm not sure, but he didn't have out on, really. Hey up, Danny Dean. All right, bud. Cheers, Duncan and Neil. Yeah, forward roll now. Pull me back. But, David, I think these two have been best players by a bit of a margin, do you, over the weekend?
I think the best two. You don't fluke getting here. I mean, no disrespect to Mikey here, but two deciders.
Yeah.
You know, you could.
Is there something written on something here?
Yeah, well, I've said that a few times, but also you can't discount the people that here. You know, he beat 18-17, such fine margins.
And do you know something? I give them two players he beat the utmost credit for sticking in there and fighting. That Aaron Davis, Kyle Cope, top players, massive futures in game. I'm a good kid, me, you know. And I sent him a message today, Aaron, and I says, look, mate, obviously I wanted Mikey to win and that. I says, but I feel for you a bit. I says, because it can't be nice missing an easy ball like that with showing character you had to come back from 9-4 down and whatnot to 17 all and then getting a chance like that. I says, I feel for you, but there's good things for you at game. You're only young. You know, you'll bounce back, mate.
He is only young, 27,
yeah.
and he's already been around about 20 years, it feels like.
Yeah, he's greyer than me, but he's got a massive future and he's a good player, him, Aaron Davis. I mean, he was firm favourite for this, and at the end of the day, he's been to a world final, but so has Jake, both of the same organisation, IPA.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the reason he went in was just because I've got his CV.
Yeah.
And it's rather impressive.
Yeah.
And he going back, I think he's the one that doesn't get talked about enough. He was English billiard 4 times.
Oh, definitely, I know this, because what it is, I used to play a bit of snooker back in the day, and his brother's a very good snooker player, Ryan. And they're all players, I think even Father Martin plays, and Aaron, I've known him play billiards, snooker, pool. And if you can play billiards, you're going to know all angles. And what I noticed about his game yesterday, he plays a lot of cannons to open things up, doesn't he? Where some of us ain't got balls to do it, Dave.
Yeah, certainly when there's big money on.
Yeah. He failed on one last night into this bottom right-hand pocket.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. Very good. And Kyle as well. We've not mentioned Kyle as much, but, I mean, I definitely bigged him up before the tournament and thought his odds started at sort of 10s, came into 8s, and it wasn't a big surprise.
Yeah.
A lot of people fancied him.
Who was that, David, sorry?
That Kyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle won the last one, didn't he, at the so-called level below?
Yeah.
Jeff missed that Blackett final, bless him, didn't he? Jeff, whereas Aaron is similar.
Yeah.
Obviously not to win the comp, but to have a massive shout at the comp.
I think he's just too good to let him affect him for too long.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, it will be a few days.
He told me, he says, Pete, I'm still hurting bad.
Yeah.
He did, bless him.
Last night.
I've got an art, Dave, you know what I mean?
You couldn't, I mean, I came out and he stood on his own and I didn't really know what to do. I just, well, I'm sorry, Aaron, I'll just give you an hug dinner.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just can't really say anything to somebody in that position.
There's not going to be many mistakes. Tables playing lovely. Facilities are near on perfect. I mean, what more do you want? Great cloth, shiny balls, great atmosphere, great, temperature in club, aircon's flowing,
It's amazing the contrast that we've had in matches on this table in terms of breaking and how it affects the overall fluidity of the game.
Yeah.
And I thought from as soon as the semi-finalists had got through to the final, I thought we're in for a bit of a decent match here.
Yeah.
I do want to see it close.
Yeah.
But it's definitely going to be fluent, entertaining, very high quality pool.
He's having a great season, Jake, and he getting to the world final that he were near on winning. You know, he's picking up a nice few quid and he's still classed as an amateur, which is mental, isn't it?
Not for too much longer. Warren Connor, I think you're absolutely spot on there. Consistency.
And that's why they're in final, Warren.
Simplest of 8 then, to get back within 2.
Do you know, I was sat watching start of this and I thought, oh, wow, I wish it were me, you know what I mean? What more could you want, you know, of a massive comp and a good few quid to pick up? Just sat watching from side, I thought, you know, good on you boys. You know, I envy you.
These sort of moments, especially for Mikey in his own club, just don't come around that often for any pool player.
Yeah, we say it's his own club, like Mikey, which they've started sponsoring him a little bit and whatnot. But he's 20 odd miles out of where he's from, which, you know, we both, you know, I like to mention him on here, Castleford Q Club and that, get a mention because that's where we got brought up and that. And I aren't knocking their club at all. It's just that with he's getting these big competitions and that, he's obviously had to go further afield, but he'll never forget, and I won't forget as what's it called, as
where you started, your origins.
Yeah, I'll never forget them.
I think I had a chat with Mikey this morning, and Jake, and he said he stayed at his mum's last night.
Did he?
Yeah, it was so late.
Evening, Tommy, mate, and Lexi anytime. Yeah, I know, Warren. I know I wasn't playing great coming into it, Bud. I don't really want to come in and talk about me, but you've mentioned it, so yeah, I didn't feel. And I have been winning all my practice sessions, apart from I played Mikey other night, and he beat me 30-23, and I actually played well, because night before I was practicing, I wasn't feeling it at all, but I couldn't live with him with breaks and stuff, but I just knew there was something missing, and I thought, keep going, you know, you turn up, you still get your all, don't you? Help, John. Yeah, it's David. David Hine.
Very good. Very good, Fishke. Yeah.
There was a David Vine, weren't they, as well?
Yeah, there was a David Vine, yeah. There's a David Hine that plays 9-ball as well. So everything just going Jake's way. Yeah. The last few.
Yeah. It's definitely looking like 6-5 here.
Yeah, you can't envisage any issues on this finish, but don't speak too soon. Still got to be done. Looks a lot fresher than I thought he would, Jake. But I'm sure that adrenaline's pumping, just keeping you going.
Yeah. But,
and the thought of winning an extra £8,000.
Yeah. I don't want to say, I'm not saying a word about what I think it's going to be and what, because it jinxes it, doesn't it? And makes you look silly sometimes. And as a commentator, you've got to be as neutral as you can be, guys, and it's hard for me, but, you know.
When I commentate on tour events, I avoid it at all costs. Here, made a bit of an exception. It's been quite nice. I've loved having the chat, a little bit of interaction, and, you know, being asked to sort of think, you know, who's my favourite, who do I think's favourite. I don't mind it too much in this sort of environment. There's just way too much exposure in, you know, over on the Ultimate they've done.
He's just not phased, Jake, is he? He's cool, calm, collected, isn't he?
Well, both can be said for both that statement, and also both very solid, reasonably simple cue actions. Not a lot to go wrong, so they're just going to stand up under the pressure.
And do you know something? I will say this about them both, and this, I'm just honest, guys. They both have not got the best temperaments in the world of past.
Yeah. I think it's been said for both these players that they've improved in that department massively, and I haven't seen. Well, out of his last game, Jake, I saw one sort of release. Mikey does it quite a bit more, especially towards the end of the games.
I don't know how that Brett kills in one piece still after watching yesterday. We're getting it some right, hammer.
He does, but he does seem to let go of it before he comes to the table
does he?
again. Yeah, he let go. Doesn't sort of carry it
Eddie.
in. I mean, last sort of 5 frames in his long match, we went to the decider. Yeah, he gave chances. There's no doubt about that.
You're in for pull lovers. What more do you want than this? You know what I mean? It's great to watch, isn't it? There's not many chances that they're missing.
Yeah, can't be striking about the standard up to now in the first 11. We've only been going, I think, less than an hour. Far less than an hour.
What me and David aren't going to say it, but anybody got any predictions how you think it's going to go?
I put up a poll. In fact, it's just about time to end it, so I'll have a little look. And it's finished. Well, there you go. 55% Tomlinson, 45% JDN, and getting up towards sort of 200 votes there. They're still coming in, so I will give it another 10 minutes on the vote. But yeah, it's going to be reasonably close. Yeah. And given that Mikey, I'm sure we'll have a lot of people watching. Yeah, I mean, as will Jake as well, I suppose, but locally. Maybe that takes away from the vote because most of them are in here. Maybe.
Yeah. Look at that. The Reds are laughing at him here. Saying that, it's not a smelly one, this on right at bottom, because he'll go up table and then leave that that at bottom left and just flick round for Red. Black will go at middle. Just
got to leave it right on his penultimate one, if that's the way he chooses.
It's I'll tell you what, Lurcher 54, you're definitely going to be wrong because it's first to 21. And you, Neil Clegg, one of my backers there. I went 3 ways with someone.
We know we should put the race on the screen, shouldn't we, really?
Yeah. Oh, it's there.
Stay with me, Pete.
Yeah. Yeah, fair play to Murphy's and Ricky and David and everybody that's been part of it, Sheppy in here, And I did listen to a bit yesterday when I got home. And do you know something? As much as I wanted Mikey to win last night, I fell asleep. I didn't know till this morning. I couldn't believe it when I put it on. But a good thing that got mentioned the other day, and we know Craig Brown was slow, but he wasn't that slow, mate, when I came today. And but a thing got mentioned by David last night, and Sheppy, I think, that a stop clock could be brought in that actually is on the screen that you're seeing, and then there's a buzzer at arena. I'm sure Tom Heckingbottom, if that's a thing we need to stick to, schedules has been good, but to stick to perfect schedules like Sheppy mentioned with Ultimate, it can be looked at, and Tom Heckingbottom will do out to progress and better this. And I mean, they've been doing this club up for the last few months, and it's unbelievable at the minute. In fact, they've got telescreens all over it, and there's no need for them all, to be honest, but they're doing it. So having a stop clock, is it called, in arena and on the screen, I'm sure Tom will look into that for big next $2.5 grand.
Yeah, I mean, can't give too much away, but Jack and I have had quite a few conversations. Maybe it's Tom I need to speak to then. Young Tom or senior Tom?
Senior Tom's, but yeah, senior Tom's the money man, but them two run the club and they do a great job, So I'm sure they'll look at doing whatever. You've only got to talk to them and they'll do it.
Yeah, I mean, I had a chat. Certainly went into the videography side of things, which I've been doing a lot of recently in other work, and things like replays, production. Yeah, we can. There's a lot.
Can you do replays yet, David?
Not yet, but I know how to do all this. This is not. Yeah, it can be done, but who's to say? It depends how far Murphy's want to go. But I think it's going to grow the stream, and in turn that brings sponsorship. Yeah. So can make business sense.
Of course it does, because sponsors go on the screens and stuff, don't they?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I was thinking the other day, even, if say clubs want booming or out like that, and you got sponsors, you can even wrap the pool tables with the names on and stuff, can't you? To say, look, just recover me one table a year, I'll put your sponsor around the table.
Look, there's no way they're looking Murphy's in any way to compete with national tours. That's not the aim. But you have to think back to the biggest stage for viewers is Ultimate, and that started at the Supreme Series back in. Was it 2020, I want to say, and that's what they had. The players turned their club and invited all the big stars and did exactly what you said, stickers all over the table, stuff like that. That's how it started. And the standard has been set and people want to replicate that. And
somebody's just put Chris, can't see Tomlinson winning from here at 6-all. I mean, fair play, it's his comment, but It's 6-all, mate.
Yeah, maybe fishing.
I'm not
There's
biting.
a lot of fishermen in the comments.
I'll know who it is as well, but I can't just think of who it is, Chris C. He'll be winding me up. But listen, whoever wins, I'll happily shake their hand at the end of this game.
Wow. Really?
Oh,
How's he not? Oh, he has made one.
last ball rolling. Is it Chris Evans? Has everybody enjoyed David's commentary all
Don't.
weekend?
Please don't.
Sorry, I put you on spot on her. I don't think they can say no, mate.
Yeah, it is, Chris. It's just looking to get through 3 days without any hate, pal.
Yeah, well, listen, they didn't have no commentary a bit yesterday, and somebody was straight on Facebook. God, so they just love a bit of commentary, don't they?
Yeah, the reason for that we had to do well, it's down to me obviously, but yesterday there's 4 matches. Each game is around the 4-hour mark. We don't need to be mathematicians. 4 times 4 is 16, and some of them go 5.5 hours, as we're well aware. That is 17, 18 hours of constant talking, and I just can't manage that. Need a good 2 hours off in the middle. So, yeah. But I think it's worked out all right. Yeah, could have done with somebody else that could lead and get another co-coms in. And like I said, we're mixing it up in the final. We've waited 3 days for you, Babby, haven't we?
Yes, Babby. I hope this is a scary shot. He's on Reds here and he's playing for Skilly. He don't like these as well, guys. As a rule, watch him get it flushing now.
Yeah, I think that's it for the
There
poll,
you go.
ladies and gents, by the way. 52-48. I think if we ask around the arena, it might go a little bit further. It's just gone 51-49, but thanks very much. So, evenly split. And we'll put another one up, maybe shortly.
God, it's a great shot, Michael.
And thank you very much for the comments. Yeah, I've been on all weekend, Paul. And yeah, had a good giggle with Sheppy. We got onto some very random subjects. It's nice. It's nice not just to do it, extremely professional. You got a few hours, you can get onto other subjects, can't you?
Yeah. Sean, I think Semi's got $5,500, mate. The winner gets 18 and the runner-up 10. David will correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, absolutely spot on there, Pete. Yeah, you make a good point, Cameron. There is no need for a shot clock. Oh, wow. Just as we were bigging up the standard as well. And he's got no second prize either because he hasn't got the pocket. Well, you have to say, I think that's the first real mistake in open play from Mikey.
Yeah, that's
just got to deal with that now because we're still only less than a third of the way through the match.
Evening, Tom. I don't think he'll run away with it, but you never know, do you?
So smooth that was. Really was.
Are you good at all technology and all that then, David?
The videography side of things, I know quite a bit of because, making videos and stuff like that. I do a lot of, and filming. So I understand what you need technology-wise, but for computers, no. Things like editing, I can do a little bit of, but I'm not an expert. Definitely not. It's been a new hobby for a good 18 months, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. But I think what's more important, especially for this club, is Jack and Tom Senior.
Yeah.
Seem bang into it.
Yeah.
And what they've got, the setup here is remarkable for a club.
It is, isn't it?
And where we're sat, you can't get any better.
No.
You really can't. If you've never been to Murphy's, I do encourage you to come down. You will be impressed.
We are a bit blessed in Yorkshire, like there's some good clubs. There's Andy Appleton's at White Rose, great stream there. There's Pudsey 147. They put some nice comps on. There's Pilkey's at Keighley. You know, there's Q clubs in Cass and Pontefract. Bit fortunate really for Poole in Yorkshire.
I remember going up to Pilkey's. I've spoken to this, but sorry if anybody's heard this before, but from the outside, I'm sorry for Pilkey's regulars, but it really don't look so good, or it didn't. I mean, I'm talking 10, 12 years since I was up there. But when you go inside, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It really is. And I remember it was about 26 playing county, I think in my first year or something. And they had one of them, you know, them blackboards where you push the sort of fridge letters into them.
Yeah.
And they had all the high breaks from the local snooker league.
It's great, isn't it, on a board?
Yeah, it were really good. And it got to the top, and there was 3 names.
Yeah.
And he said 147, somebody else 147, C. Mellin 147 times by 23.
Yeah, Chris, he plays out of there. Yeah, Dylan Mitchell and all them.
Yeah, it just made me laugh. I think I took a picture. What a great club inside. Just needs maybe a lick of paint on the out. But I'm sure they've done something in 12 years. And we've got that in Yorkshire as well. But I still love it because it's got snooker still flying in there. And I'll never forget snooker. Northern Snooker Centre in Leeds. That's a fantastic club. What a massive place. I had a friend at uni up there who used to go up. He used to do like little sponsored comps by Heineken and stuff. And pool comps. Yeah, it's a huge place.
Yeah.
Did Mick play out there for a little bit?
Mick?
At one point.
Mick Hill? Yeah. I'm not sure he did. No, he were at Morley International.
Morley, yeah, Morley, that's it.
There's Gould Murphy's as well. It's owned by Tom, I think, but I believe. And he rents that out now to four good blokes like, and that's got some great youngsters playing now. They're here supporting Jake probably. It's doing well, his goal, and it's a great club, honestly. It's a working men's club, and Tom's... he's helped him, and the lads that's got it now, they've done it all out. It's unbelievable. The concert room, he's got about 9-10 tables in, and you know where at stage, well, they've dug it all out and put a match arena in there.
Oh, awesome. You should be using that.
Yeah, I envy it. I'd love my own club, you know what I mean?
I think, it's so close as well to here. I mean, it's bigger than this one, that's what I've been told.
Yeah, it is. There's other rooms, they've got a sports bar there now and all sorts. 7-6 Jake. 6-3 down, 7-6 up.
Yeah, he's just taken a little break, and we will as well. We're back in a moment. Oh no, he's back. He's back. Gas bagging away, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. It's what again, this is. It could go all the way, this guy's. What are you doing tonight, David? Have you been stopping over there, or?
Yeah, stopped over a couple of nights. I live about sort of 70 miles away, but it's a good 2 hours because it's no motorway. And I'll be driving home, I reckon. I mean, I'm tempted to stay, but I don't think the liver would thank me. And I got a big drive sort of Monday, Tuesday as well down south. So. Yeah,
Paul Burnett Q Rum's lovely little club as well. Yeah. Where do you actually live then, Dave, now?
Macclesfield.
Oh, yeah.
You know it?
I've definitely heard of it. Where's it near that's... I'll know where it is. Do you know? I've heard of it, yeah.
You know Buxton?
No.
No. Do you know Stoke, Manchester?
Of course I do, yeah.
Stoke and Manchester, it's halfway between.
Wow. Is it classed as Staffordshire then?
No, Cheshire.
Cheshire?
It's right on the border with 4 counties, though.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do you know something? I think...
is it 3? 3 Cheshire. Staffordshire, Derbyshire and...
Yeah.
Yeah, Cheshire, obviously.
I think this is near West Yorkshire, North Yorkshire and South Yorkshire, if I'm not wrong. Or this anyway. Yeah,
there's a good, a very famous walk called Three Shires Head.
Yeah,
and, that's right near my house. Very, very close.
What was that? Top 5? What? For top 518 pools, you know.
There's loads at the moment, but the problem is they've not had too much exposure. No. So just like pool players that are at levels above, it's biased towards what area you're from.
I'll be honest with you. I think they're still under 18. You've got to say Jaden Billingham and Charlie Earnshaw's leading the pack, and then you've got under 18s. Cohen Bradford, he's just under them, I think. I might be wrong. He might be their level. Correct me if I'm wrong, anyone. Charlie, Jaden, Cohen, and I'm just trying to think of any others.
Cohen looked very at home.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones at goal, like Ashton Vars, Ashton Atkinson, Derry Vars, he's older now.
Paul Mahoney, one of my good friends, is in a tribute band to them.
To who?
The Matlands.
Right.
He's a lead singer.
Brilliant.
And Colin Taylor.
Yeah, Deacon Murphy, definitely a good player. Oliver Goddard, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of good players, but as for top 5, I don't know, to be honest, but I just see a bit of exposure about Charlie, Jaden. Jaden just won a money match against the kid, Greg Casey from Ireland, who's a class act, and he absolutely demolished him. So Jaden's not going to get no easy money games now.
Yeah, that's the problem with social media as it is nowadays. You're exposed very, very quickly. Well, he has missed it. There was a bit of a shout from the back there. I don't know if it put him off. He didn't look too happy as he's going back to his seat, but he hasn't done too much damage if that 8 ball doesn't go.
Mike is taking yellow off black here, David, to open pocket up.
Yeah. You're a step ahead as per usual, Pete.
All right, Neil Cleghorn, great bloke.
A lot of margin for error.
You see, I wouldn't have played that like that, guys. I'd have got it off the black first. But he can still get, as long as he don't pot black here, he can pot yellow, stunning to red, not black out bag. He's still got a shot on the yellow middle pocket.
Jammer, I'm in agreement.
Yeah, Jammer, but I will, yeah.
Jaden, I think he might be okay.
I will say that, but Charlie Henshaw's a fantastic player, honestly.
Both are. I have watched, because they do put a little bit of it on, and the results Jaden gets is... He knew straight away he was up. Yeah, I think Jaden Billingham, I think you're spot on. And he was on the other day, I think, giving, was it Cole? Giving Cole some stick in the chat. We've got no problems with that.
All them youngsters have got to do is keep your heads, good etiquette, good attitude, and you'll get a big fan club. When you lose, just show a bit of character, take it on chin and go again next day. It's best advice I'll give you, because there's more downs than ups in this game, but just keep level-headed and take each day as it comes. If you win, you win. If you lose, you lose. As long as you give your best. I know it's easier to say, but...
Sorry, Pete.
Sorry. Yeah, just show good etiquette and whatnot, and you'll get more fans that way, as much as you're rating inside.
Still a little bit to think about. Blink 182 back in the chat. Still love that. Bit after your time, is that, Pete?
What? Yeah, probably, yeah.
Blink 182.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, sorry, I missed Lucas Earnshaw off in here. He should get a special mention because he won a nice competition at Cascale Club the other week. That's Charlie's younger brother. He's going to be a bit of a talent, He's definitely got something. And you know what I'd like to see still from some of these young ones? I can see something in them sometimes, I'd like to see him playing snooker. He's just got that eye, you know what I mean? Do you know, I could tell...
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, I could tell there's a snooker player now and he's professional, he's only 17. My twins were not bad players. They don't play much now, but, and so I used to watch Alt Juniors and I always know this Stan Moody would make a professional snooker player, and he's pro now. Have you heard of him, David?
Yeah, of course I have,
Yeah.
Yeah, of course I have. And I think you're right. I think what recent exposure in our game's done is a lot of players want to play our game instead of snooker.
Yeah, there's a lot of... It's a good crack in it. I don't know what he's going to do here, guys. If he can clip this in with a bit of running right to flick on black, I don't know. Wow.
Oh, it's all going off.
Great shot, that. What a great match.
Well, Just as things were going side-eyeing everybody, Mikey, there. Just as things were going Jake's way, he's pulled one out the bag. Like he has.
Sean Ash, I'm not forgetting out, bud, but obviously I ain't got his CV in front of me, mate. But yeah, thanks for info, bud. He's got a very big CV. I don't think there'd be room for it in here at a very young age, David. Gabriel O'Malley.
Yeah, I mean, Jaden won the world and doubles, didn't he?
Yeah.
With who was his partner? Oh, he was young Kieran Malin, wasn't he?
Is that who it was? You said I don't
he's
know
from
him,
he's
Dave.
from near me. Yeah.
Yeah, good player.
Yeah, very talented. Dad, I think, plays for, or did play for country.
Yeah. Let's see if Mikey's break's going to work here. Balls flying everywhere. I'm not too bad, Gabe. Cheers. Not too bad.
Nice and open though once again. I mean, reds are going to be his choice. The red and yellow close together. I don't think they need a nudge. I think the red goes into the centre. That may have just made things a tad more difficult.
Yes. Yeah, there's a bit of work to do here, isn't there, Dave?
Yeah, there is now. I think if the red next to the yellow goes in the centre, you might be able to use that yellow as to screw off into the other two.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to nudge him too far. So it'll still be in a...
I think he's going to go into them two reds here, Dave.
Yeah. He might end up freeing all three.
Counting on a bit of luck here, guys.
Yeah, I mean, if it is tied up, he could nudge everything here if he
Yeah.
just brushes off the top of the two reds.
Yeah. These are shots that you want going right for you, Dave, innit?
Well, if you go off the last frame, you should be feeling good. Naughty little finish.
Yeah.
To draw level.
Yeah, because, you know, that red I don't think goes in bottom, Dave, above yellow either, so he's going to be wanting that in a middle bag. Yeah, Darren, I should have been knocked out, mate, and yeah, we'll bring that up, you know. Obviously, I drew Patchett in this, and I know it's a tricky game, but I just want to get through that first round, and you know you can kick on. You've seen it before. He's on about a tournament. I mean, I ended up winning it. I don't like talking about that on it.
No, it's not nice talking about yourself.
No, but yeah, I should have got beat in first round by Charlie Earnshaw. He missed the ball, and I won 8-7.
A little bit like maybe Mikey in this one.
Yeah.
So here you go. Can he screw off the yellow and just nudge these two reds out? Well, it went long. Has it worked out?
Yeah, Janet, that's what's happened with my twin lads, you know.
I think this does pass. Not sure on the next one, though.
Yeah, definitely, Sean. Women, aye. Women drink, partying. It's very hard to commit.
And that's when we listed the under-18s before.
Yeah.
That's when everything becomes a question mark. It's sort of 16, 17, 18.
Everything, hormones, everything, isn't it?
You've got to have good guidance, some decent peers around you. Because it's not good enough just being talented. I negotiated these really well, Mikey. Made me look ridiculously silly because I haven't got one shot right, I don't think, in the finish. But I'm more than used to it.
Yeah.
Drop this in.
I think it'll come off cush, Mikey. He's a fantastic potter at game. I don't want to jinx him, Dad, but he's a fantastic potter at game. What's this now?
How much is that yellow hampering him? Quite a lot. Extra layer of difficulty. Oh, it's beautiful. It really is good, that. The last two finishes have been top draw. He's back in front, 8-7.
Yeah.
Now, we have been having breaks after 18. The finals obviously a race to 21. I have not been informed. I'm presuming the The break will be at 21.
Yeah.
But we'll have to wait and see. Going at some decent pace this piece so far. It's been thoroughly enjoyable.
It is. It don't get a lot better than this.
I hope everybody at home's enjoying it. And once again, thanks to our main sponsors, Prashad.
Yeah, my mate is Bobby Patel. He'll have been wanting me to lose against Patchett the other day. He's a bit of a sponsor for Patchett, like, but we get on very well. And when I've got problems and not, he gives me a good talk to, you know what I mean? Yeah, Deacon, just keep battling hard and working hard. But keep that chin up all the time. Yeah, there's in David. How many would you says in? Yes, as my friend's asking.
40, maybe a few more.
Yeah, 40.
40. And it is Bank Holiday Sunday, isn't it?
It's the final, the scenes.
The scenes.
Where you been stopping then, Dave? Just that road or?
Yeah, put me in the Premier Inn, pal.
Yeah.
No complaints
Can't knock them,
whatsoever.
can you?
They're brilliant.
Well, they Brewers Fair next door as well.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
Happy days.
Over near the football ground.
Yeah. Did you get up? I'll tell you what I heard last night, and I was tired as out in bed. You were on about going to car boat. Sheppy went to. Did you go?
No, he wasn't. Did he? Heck no. Nor did Sheppy either.
I know he won't. He won't get up.
No, not a chance. I think, although I was up reasonably early, like the rest of his body clock and all that, in at 4. I had called the Sloth Bedford
Yeah.
for company.
Did you?
Yeah.
What, in your room?
Yeah, he wanted to stay over Saturday. Oh, he's always a good lad. He is. I think he made a few people's nights on the Friday.
Yeah, he's a
especially in the
goal.
chat.
Good player as well, isn't he?
Ah, he's entertaining.
He's
That's
talented.
His absolutely finest, he is. Yeah, very unusual. Queuing right across the side of the cue ball as he's feathering. No chance of him changing his nickname to the Sloth, though, I don't think.
No. What is it? The Lisp or something?
That's the funniest thing he said on probably one of the funniest things he had on commentary. He looked at me dead serious. He'd had a drink or two on Friday.
I saw him buying all these shorts.
Yeah, these little pink things, and he looks at me where he sat where you are, and he says, "Dave," he says, "why does this microphone make me sound like I've got a big lisp?"
Because it's your nickname. That's a bit unlucky there, Dave. You might have missed it, but he went into balls at top, did Jake, and it's landed naughty like. He's got no shot as far as I can see it. I think I don't know what he's going to do. What's he going to do?
Well, I think when you're in this sort of position, you've got to attack the problem ball. Because, I mean, even if you swerve round the red and put the one in the bottom, you're still going to have to deal with this. So it's this to the left middle, surely. Yeah. There's no chance of it doubling bottom right, so left centre's the target. No. Oh, you saw it for a second, didn't we? Well, I'm a bit confused. I don't think that went the bottom left, but either way. I mean, I suppose he had a little bit of a result. He's tied one of Mikey's reds up.
Is that? Can I mention that on air? Have you got any?
No. I don't know what you're going to say. You're terrifying me. Go on. Ask me off.
Yeah,
what
we're going to say, David. Obviously, I've met you now, and obviously I'll be watching out for you. Have you got? You're working with Ultimate Pole. Is the outing line up with them? I don't know what's happened, but you don't seem to be. I've heard your voice for a while.
Yeah, I mean, I used to do quite a lot. I do live close to Stoke. I mean, I love doing all forms of pool. I really do. Done, 2.5 years at Ultimate. And I think the issue's been the last couple of events have gone down to one table and don't need as many commentators. And, yeah, I suppose I haven't made the cut. I certainly haven't been, what's the word? Maybe redundant.
Yeah.
I haven't been told anything.
It's the
There's certainly
yeah.
no bad feeling, and I'd go back tomorrow. It's so local
Right.
to me and stuff. But
Good.
yeah, I hope so. I hope so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not in charge.
Well, good. I mean, it's a shame that, like, but sometimes it'd be upsetting me a little bit. That, do you know what I mean? Because maybe it's because the person I am. I'd be thinking, why? What have I done wrong here? Am I not in click? Am I this, that, or other? And I shouldn't maybe say that, but I'd be questioning myself and thinking with my anxiety, you know.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm human.
Yeah.
And, I'm not that anxious, but yeah, these questions definitely cross your mind. There's no doubt about that. But I think, I don't want to go too much into this because I want to get back to this final. But what I will say is, commentary is very subjective.
Yeah.
Personal opinions.
Yeah.
What somebody really loves, somebody else can't stand. I try and sit, you know. I haven't had any hate this weekend, which is a real positive. But
No, you aren't.
let's just hope. You know. Also, though, I don't put myself out there. I commentate on pool because I like doing it, not because of any thoughts of being famous, or even pool famous.
Yeah.
That's why I've been asked my name about 300 times.
Yeah.
In 3 days. Let's get back to this final.
Yeah.
I'm glad everybody. I just want to do take a second because I want this all to be about the players. But thanks to everybody that's joined in, watched, commented. It's been an absolute pleasure, and all my co-commentators as well. Wow,
Big frames now.
He's got a shot.
Yeah, he has.
He has got a shot.
Thin as you can.
Well, I think he might even try and play it off the red.
I don't think he can see enough at yellow, Dave, from here.
No, this red right at the bottom.
Right.
Can he play the yellow off the red right at the bottom of the table? I don't know. It just looks a little bit too thin to cut this. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it.
I know he's looking like coming off bottom cushion. With a bit of right hand side and hoping for if his luck's in it, we'll get out yellow at middle.
I mean, he's got to have a go at something. I think you thought I meant the other bit. Well, he's kicking at it.
Yeah. If this
Left
goes
middle
in,
of the
wow.
time. Hold on. He should have hit it harder.
Yeah.
Shouldn't he?
Yeah.
The right middle would have been ready and waiting.
I think these could be short work, Dave.
Oh, absolutely. As Yorkshire lads say, Marky ain't missing these.
Aye.
I'm
Mikey
no
ain't
good
missing
at
these, Babby.
that. Babby. Is Babby just a Pete thing, a fish cake thing?
I don't know, mate. I ain't got a clue, honestly.
Definitely don't overthink
Beer talk.
the Lexis, the vocabulary.
Right, so red it bottom left, red in right, up for one it top left, red to middle. Black into middle out top.
Yeah, he plays a couple of ways, a couple of cushions.
Yeah.
Nice and straight, no issues.
No.
He's gonna go 2 ahead. It's going at a nice pace. They're
Yeah.
sharing the lead often. It's just when things get tentative.
It's getting tentative now. It's coming up nearly halfway, David. You want to get a lead now.
Yeah, you really do. And I certainly don't want to be negative by any play, but this goes close. If we look at the history in the tournament so far, Jake has been better at closing out matches.
Yeah.
You have to give him the edge. Mikey cannot say he's closed out matches well, apart from against Gav, but the other two he's.
You've just got a very good compliment because he's a very good commentator as well. He's called Steve Walker the Talker, honestly, from Scotland.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Aye, yes.
Good guy.
Is
Fantastic.
Steve, are you the guy that sounds like oh God, what's he called?
Ali McCoist.
Ali McCoist. Steve, is that you? Because I've enjoyed listening to you. I've commented on a lot of your streams as well, asking you the same question. Is that him? Yeah.
He's a very good player as well.
Oh, wrong, Steve. Oh, you're wrong.
Oh,
You're
sorry.
wrong.
I'm going to get sack here.
Yeah, doesn't he though?
Yeah.
That bloke up there,
Yeah.
he does sound like Ali McCoy. He's very good as well. There's a few. We're just icing on a cake.
2 frames left, I believe. I might be wrong for the interval. But like David says, there might be 21. We've been 18s. This is 21 now.
I mean, the power's still there, but he lost the cue ball quite a bit there.
He did.
I mean, not only was the shoulder, there was neck movement into it as well.
Ricky's mum, I message her now and again. We talk about Paul. She loves Paul. Ricky's mum,
Oh,
Janet.
no. She's got 3 days. She's kept me company.
Yeah, she says, you know, she's watched every game full length and listened to our commentary and stuff. It's good that though that a lady's watching Paul and that, isn't it? It's good, isn't it?
There's been a few. Jem, I think, works behind the bar. She was surprising me massively about her pool knowledge, and I think Lindsay as well has been in out of chat.
Yeah. She's a pool flirter, is Lindsay.
So just Steve, I won't mention it again, but is the guy in Scotland, has he got the same namesake as yourself? Because I think that's maybe where the confusion keeps coming in.
I think Jake's going to make short work of these. They all seem to go. You know, that's maybe in a tricky place. The bottom left yellow, but he'll just leave an angle on that bottom right yellow, I think, and flick it across. But then again, you just want a nice nudge on the red. You know, there, David.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Just give us a description next time, Pete, for everybody at home.
Yeah. We'll get there. Yeah, we'll get there.
Pointing at the screen, you're falling into the old tricks when you first start. You point at the screen and the
second red up.
And if you can't see the actual table, which in this case we can, but in most cases you can't when you do it, you'd start trying to look around a flat screen.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Right.
Yeah. That's
Here we go.
Things you do.
This is what I meant.
This is the key shot.
So what's he doing here, guys? Is he just playing it to try and get through the 2 red gap, or in the red below, the one next to the spot? Tricky.
That's a beautiful line.
Perfect.
It's absolutely expertly played. There was no room for it. Well, he could cannon the bottom red of the 2 that he's just gone through, I suppose. But how well has he played that?
Playing for it in middle here, Dave.
Oh, we are 9-8.
Evening, Lincoln.
It is 17 frames in.
Who's next coming into commentary? Were you, David?
I think Ricky's going to finish us off, but we're definitely keeping you till half time.
Sound.
Maybe a little bit after. We'll see. Gary Smith, the next one, I don't think anything's been confirmed, and Ricky will definitely need a break Tuesday. He's got a busy day tomorrow, but whispers have been early next year. But I think Christmas would be, a good time to have one maybe.
I do as well, December.
Yeah, why not? There's an awful lot, though, around December, pool-wise. Pool calendar's very busy if you're an amateur. Or a very good amateur.
I'm not going to select Craig though, Peter, because he's a very good player. And being in person side of his game today, he wasn't that slow, to be honest. But I'm not knocking him anyway, because he's a great player, good bloke, and he's just trying to get it right.
I think I've spent more time with Craig than any other player apart from Jordan, and he's really enjoyed it. Great bloke. And I think just sometimes we're going to be done with this, but just get stuck with his decision making sometimes. That's it. And managing everything else that goes on out there. But what a run he's had.
Yeah. Here we go for 9-all.
Took a bit off.
Took some off that one.
He did. And fuming because he knows he just wants to be back level straight away. It's not the end of the world though. There's a little bit more work here. Wow, a 1-3 shot is there? Maybe not, Pete.
Well, my second name's Fisher, and my family were miners, and my dad would always call fish cake or cakey, and it's just carried on to me, bud. So that's it, and it's stuck, unfortunately.
Yeah, table nice and open for Mikey, using his free shot wisely. Still got the one on the right-hand side, but he pots so well down the rail so cleanly.
I know.
Can't see it being an issue, Pete.
Bullet, is that Brad from Grimsby? Yeah, do you know something? Yeah, we'll send Ricky a message, see if they can get one your level, but I personally want to see one of these with Sheppy, Cousins, Mark Boyle. But then again, when you clash it IPA, I was thinking to myself last night, would rules have to be ultimate rules? Or I'd just love to see one which so-called, even though I rate these two, they could do damage, you know. I'd like to see one with, like, you know, your Dunsters, your Boyles and Waddinghams and all them. I would. And why not?
I think we all would. Absolutely. We all loving watch. Oh,
You said it,
yeah,
Dave.
I did say it. Yeah, sorry, Mikey. It's come up a few times for the regulars that are watching, but Jordan has advised me that, and Ricky have just said there's too much politics gets involved. The top ones. It, you know, cloth rule set.
I know.
It becomes deciding factors, especially when they're putting an awful lot of money in.
Well, end it there. You've just got to set star like it's this. Do you want to enter? And if you can't get 16, get 8. Still 8 times £2.5 grand. And I'm sure you get a few blokes wanting to sponsor. A couple of £100 here and there for the businesses.
I've been talking to Jack, don't we? We can't really
Right.
say anymore. It's not my business. It really isn't. I'm
Yeah.
just in here to commentate. But I think there's a little market, certainly. And you're in these boys' sort of position. Thank you very much, Dougie. Appreciate that.
Cheers, Craig.
And he's great. I was warned a little bit with a young fish cake in here. So you've got to let him behave. But he's brilliant, isn't he? And a great voice for
For a Yorkshireman.
comping Murphys. Yeah, you really are. Yeah. It's starting to rub off on me a little bit though. Where I'm going next week, Kent.
Oh, yeah.
And if I have any Yorkshire, I mean, no idea what I'm saying down there, will he?
Now, what are you going down there for?
I've got family down there.
Right.
Yeah, I think a lot of players would. Bullet from Stockport. What's his name? He's right near me there. That's where I was born, Bullet. Stepping Hill.
That's like Manchester way, definitely.
Yeah.
I'll pass it.
My family are Mancunians, yeah. What's your name, Bullet? Oh, it's going to drop though. Wow.
Wow. This is sneaking to the middle.
It just looked for a second like it was going to stay up.
Dougie, I know that, but I'm behaving myself because I've got to behave myself.
He's had his warning, not for me, I might add. Needs to drop it. This looks far short.
Yeah,
it is.
I know it was straight away, me, because I don't know what it was last night. I don't know if it was Sheppy mentioned. Did someone play once at middle and it went upwards slightly? It went upwards and Sheppy went, they usually come downwards and it went up. I think it was Aaron. Definitely mentioned it, Sheppy, if you're watching, didn't you?
Anthony Bowler. I'm not sure we've met. Maybe there's a good couple of, what was the club called in Stockport? Used to go just near the Lamborghini garage. Used to be one there. Just go down there, and then obviously there's Hazel Grove as well, Bullet. Yeah, but that chance has opened up. this counter clearance opportunity for Jake. And he's already was sort of settling in to a nice sort of pattern. Nobody's going too far ahead, and they're sharing the lead. It's set out nicely, and if we do have a break after this one, it'd be maybe not a bad time. 9-all. I'm sure the players will discuss it. Evening, Gem. BLR.
Evening, Gemma.
£18,000.
I'll say evening to Gemma, even though she must think I'm rich. She's tried short-changing me twice this weekend.
Really?
I'm not that drunk.
Oh, going in the holiday fund. Yeah, it's effectively an £8,000 money match race to 21.
Who's totally bonkers, David? Do you know?
I don't know. Thinks you're minted, dope out.
I know. 9-all here by the looks. It's a fantastic spectacle. They're both queuing sweet. Jake's cool as a cucumber.
Peter Sharples. I'm not going to go into that, but it has been gone into, I think, on social media, so you can read. Ricky Jones is your man.
Peter, I'll come in there. Club's making money on people coming in here to watch. Tom's not into making money out of players, so no, I'll tell you that straight away from me, and I'll stand it if I were wrong, but no, with there's people coming in all weekend, there's been drinkers in. Tom's happy making a few quid out at bar.
Yeah, no, so we had a sponsor for the event as well. Well, I think that gets, well and truly eaten up. There is costs. Yeah. They've obviously put me in here, and 2 referees all weekend as well. Everything costs. I mean, no business would do it for free, but I think these boys are doing it on a very slim margin and trying to, just like you said, make the money over the bar. The pot is 28, but obviously the difference is 8,000. So basically, they're paying for an 8,000 difference between first and second. Well, I suppose it makes it a. Well, I suppose it's a 4K money match. Yeah, okay, Janet. It's been a long week. Janet, you're so sharp.
She's
honestly.
very sharp,
she
Janet. She
sharp.
says it as it is.
I can't wait to meet you, Janet. I really can't.
I don't think there's been a deal. No. And if it is, I'd let you know.
Yeah, for £4 each then. Gotta bear with us a little bit. These little mistakes are going to sneak in. I've done an awful lot of talking.
Right, he just needs to give his son a shot here.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's excellent.
Good shot, Michael.
Really, really good. Thank you, Big Keza.
See, Mikey's not bothered ever about leaving his son a long shot. He believes in his queuing.
Hand on the table.
Yeah.
Unmissable this. No curse here.
10-9. Tomlinson.
Well, the last couple of frames, sort of opportunities have been missed by the first player in. It's adding to the entertainment. It's certainly not affecting the pace of this match. It's been fantastic so far.
It has, Dave. It's been good to commentate on, hasn't it? As well as mentioning other things and answering a few questions.
Yeah, I love the interaction of the chat.
Eddie, I'm just having a couple, mate. I'm working it morning.
Working on a bank holiday.
It's not treble time or out like that. What it is, right? I was meant to be working Thursday, Friday nights because I work continental shifts, and they give me that off, and I'm working for the lad Monday and Tuesday.
Are you driving?
No, I'm a technical operator sort of thing in the factory, making corrugated cardboard.
Right, okay. Continental shifts.
Dev. I'm going to try and get off of it next coming years. I've got a few things in pipeline. I've got a queue business and all, and obviously I don't give me a job up because all I want to do is provide for my kids, Dave. I just do that to make sure they're all right. And
don't we all? Have you got plenty?
3. I've got twins at 19 and a daughter at 4. Nightmares. One of them's here, Dave.
Similar.
He's there, look, with white.
With white shirt on.
Yeah. Can you tell?
Yeah, you can a little bit, yeah. Certainly got similar hair. I've got same age range with my kids as you, pal.
Yeah.
19 down to 4, yeah. And that's us done, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's definitely just done.
Definitely. I was meant to go to Fort Snip, David, in COVID, and I still haven't had it done. It got cancelled.
Well,
I'm glad I'm scared.
We've got more similarities. Yeah, yeah. Let's get back to the pool, but terrifying, yeah. Terrifying, yeah. The old alternative is also just as frightening.
But I did look at your Facebook last night. I had a little...
You've been stalking
I've been
me,
stalking
Pete,
you, David. Yeah. I had a little look, and you're 10 years younger than me, though. You were born in 88, weren't you?
No, 85.
Oh,
yeah.
85.
Does my Facebook say 88?
I might have got it wrong.
I don't use it. 85, I'm 38, 39 in
Right.
a couple of weeks.
I'm 78.
Oh,
Not
you
years old, born in
Yeah,
78.
you don't look a day over 77, as
You'll
well.
do for me.
Yeah. Yeah, he's 7 years on me. Don't count for much. And if we're looking at hairdos, you're definitely 15 years younger.
You'll do for me, mate. Gary Bracken or Tom Jones. I'm not going to mention it. I don't want to be... I get on with them both. They're both good lads. I know Tom's a character. But back to the game here, it's looking like... is that red net middle, Dave, does it go? It does, doesn't it?
You know what? We can get quite close. What I can tell you is there is a very, very slight gap. I think he'll try and move it personally. He's caught me out a couple of times. He needs this to pull up, or he's going to have no shot. Or
does it go off the red?
Yeah, can he play it off the red? This might have just worked out perfectly. I think he can, you know. And if he can look after this white ball,
well,
he's going to go
too sound. Anyway, throat gap, dead weight, David.
Just fixed in between. This is incredibly thin.
Wow.
He's got no other option here. He's going to have to get the apparatus out, I think.
Yeah. What about David? He's got to stab this in with bottom left, hasn't he?
He's not.
For one in middle, maybe, or... Wow.
Well, he's been a bit unfortunate there, because I think if he hadn't nudged the 8, he might have been able to double the one on the right-hand side. As it stands... Has he got any? He's going to have to swerve this yellow. I mean, the good news is the left-hand side takes him over to the right-hand side of the table, and he should have a shot on the last red if he gets this. But, well, does the double? It doesn't cut, surely. Is he enough? No, just a safety. Thought he might have chanced that. He had to bridge over 2 balls, but with being so deep into the finish already.
He's left a finish on here, David. That goes in left middle, this yellow, doesn't it?
I don't think so.
No?
I think the cue balls. Well, I think it goes, Pete, but it's extremely thin.
Yeah.
It can be deceiving on the old screen. It can. I'm talking like you. It's dreadful. Definitely rubbing off on me, Pete.
I know Yorkshire got a bit of hammer last night off Sheppy. Pal. He kept saying pal, didn't
yeah, pal. Yeah, cue balls are good, sort of inch higher up the table, and because of that, I can't take it on. If the red doesn't pass the bottom right, this is just a little safety shot. Could maybe even swing it over to the left-hand side. Is he going to cover? Wow.
I think this clips David.
Yeah, I think it does. I think it only clips to the bottom right, though, Pete.
Well, David, are you sure?
Well.
Right.
Oh, maybe. A touch of swerve, maybe.
The thing I was going to say on Mikey's last shot, for them little swerve shots, he's got a massive tip. That's... Oh, God above.
Wow. Just wow. He's not, is he? No. I thought he was going to just nestle up on it. What has he got here? He's looking at the double. Wow. Plays it with some pace. Suppose he's got half a chance. What a fantastic penultimate red that was. Needs to punch this. Oh. I mean, he looks like he's missed it by a long way, but he really hasn't.
No.
Lindsay, if you're in, feel free. Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, David, there. I'm going to say it now. That double one on with slidiness, and he had to play it like that for it to double, but yellow's there, do you know what I mean?
I think the shot was on. He needed to play it further down. and punch it just like he did, and just a slight misjudgment of trying to make it check up a little bit with pace, people. You know, yet again, it's going to keep this match nice and tight.
Dean Shields, all right, bud. Who do you think's going to win this, Dean? I know you're a big mate of Jake's, playing for England together and whatnot. Do you think it's going to go to wire, or, you know, Dean, don't you, David? Good IPA
Of
pro.
course, yeah. He lives in where's he?
Is it Staley Bridge or something like that?
Staley Vegas, pal. Yeah. He's not. He'll laugh at this, but he lives with Leanne Cragg, don't you?
Yeah.
It's not Leanne Cragg, but she always gets called Leanne.
Kevin, I don't think it will.
No.
Kevin George is your neck at Woods, isn't he?
Yeah, not far. He's up near Arran, isn't he? Is it Bury, around there somewhere? Because we're right in the middle. When I was younger, I used to go to Manchester and Stoke, and then Crewe as well.
Yeah, Crewe, I've been there once. I went to that. Is it Off the Rails?
Off the Rails, yeah, and Dishes.
Yeah, he's Celtic now, or moved on as the guy that had it. Nice guy as well.
Yeah, Scott Crowley used to have it. He's been bought out by Lawrence. Oh my!
My word!
Did that pop out?
If it popped out right, I did one of them on the table the other day.
I'd love to see that again. Yeah, and Lindsay Roberts as well. Owns Dishes and Off the Rails.
I'm bad from most, Dean.
You're bad from that. Wow. If you're looking for a turning point, I think it's the first one we've had.
Wow.
And it does make a difference, because if there is a break...
Right, there's a break, guys.
Oh, are they having it now?
So, listen, I might not be back, I might be back, so we'll see what's what. But if not, it's been a pleasure being in here with David. Somebody normal and nice, you know, so... Put it there, Dave. If I don't come back,
thanks
brother.
very much, Fish Cake.
Have a good night, everyone.
I think everybody will want you back in. You can have a little chat on here. I'll read it while we have the little break. We'll have a chat with Jack. I think Ricky should come in at some point as well, because it was his little babby, as Pete would put it. But yeah, little break, couple of adverts. Join us in 15 minutes. See you then.
See you, boys.
Ready to take your game to the next level? Check out our vast range of pro-quality cubes, crafted to perfection. Would you prefer a more hands-on approach? Why not visit our brand new showroom? Protect your cues with style using our sleek cue cases. Join our exclusive members area now, where you'll qualify for 5% back of your order as points towards future orders.
Well, it's doubly good news. There's more decent pool. It's a close match, and Fish Cake is staying for a little bit longer.
Yes, I'll be taken off shortly by Ricky Jones.
You've got to be up in the morning. I'm not sure how long we might have left in this match. I don't think we'll be having any more breaks, and judging by the pace we went at in the first 20, yeah, be surprised to see it go too long past 11 o'clock.
Listen, guys, I will say this. I've just been talking to Jake in toilet, and he wasn't happy there about what he thought was a bounce out. He was very happy. I didn't say no to him and that. I just says, have a good game, mate, but you've got to move on from it, Dave.
Yeah, it's awful. It really, especially when it happens in a match like this. It's not something that's ever been fully eradicated. I believe there is a couple of products out there, and I'm not sponsored by anyone, but a lot of the top players, I think was it Shane Thompson messaged me about one product. Somebody will put on the chat, is it 8-Ball Direct?
Do you know something, David? It's called 8-Ball Direct, and it's called
Direct.
Revive.
Yeah, you knew it then, yeah.
Yeah.
You got it, yeah. Well done, Pete.
Yeah.
Well, should have known you do a bit, don't you?
Yeah, we do a little bit. I bought a few little bits off Alan.
And it comes well recommended. Sold itself, so whether it's in play or not, I don't know. These little variables you get in pool, though. I mean, nobody likes a bounce out, obviously, but
It kills you though in a big match, doesn't it?
you know, like Jordan would be well up for having, you know, the template on the table, so they're all exact every time.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure about that.
Do you know something? I wonder if slate's where it should be. Does it need moving a mil to left to right? Do you know what I mean, Dave?
Well, it should be made to measure and go
Yeah.
in a frame and be wedged in. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure you've been under a few pool tables, as I have as well.
But once you get that in your head, though, it can affect you, can't it? You won't want it out hard into it, Dave, will you?
It's when you get, everybody knows that's played pool, it's when you get that shot into the centre pocket and you know you've got to play it, especially if you've got to play it with screw, or even worse, screw and a bit of side. If you've had a bounce out, it really is playing on your mind the next time you play it.
Yeah, you've got to play for it to not hit it so hard and leave you in an angle or whatnot.
You want to have full confidence in the table. And, you know, when you're already two behind, you don't want to lose the first one. And that's what's happened.
Yeah, but Corralejo, you're at end of the day, they're in final though, but so they've picked up a decent prize anyway. Think of people like me that's picked up now, you know what I mean? Oh my God.
How many times? He's done that quite a lot in this match. Found the corner pocket with the cue ball. Mikey's been sort of hitting him with that much power. When he loses the cue ball, it hits the side cushion and stays reasonably safe. But you feel like Jake's been, you know, punished for being a bit more accurate, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Do you actually love the game then, Dave?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I've done for years and years and years. I think there's an awful lot of pool fans, but there's not too many that watch that much.
Yeah.
And an awful lot of the top players, they don't watch pool at all.
No. Sheppy's not a fan of watching it, to be honest. I heard him on here last night, but David backed at pool here. I think Mikey's going to try and get on that red at top of the table here. I might be wrong, and then it's all one way really for me. Oh,
well, if that was his plan, it's not worked out. I don't think so. A little bit too much angle.
We might go into red and yellow here, Dave, because at end of the day, he's on them two anyway in this bottom right. I don't know.
He's just dropping it in.
He did play it.
He did play it. I think you're right, Pete.
Wow.
Oh, he's on nothing. Is he on nothing?
Oh my God, he's still on it, I think.
He's had a touch if he's on it.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure. He's having a good look.
The problem with Mikey is, guys, he's got a really big tip. You know, when you want to play these with side, away a small tip, it's quite simple.
Oh, he was on it.
That's a great shot.
And this is the reason I didn't think he was going to play the nudge, because I think this pass is bottom left. There's no need. He's such a clean potter of the ball.
He might even drag this round with right hand side and play for naughty red. Well, that makes it yellow in this bottom left here. But he don't want to go in off. I don't think he can, but yeah, he's about perfect, Dave, to be honest.
Yeah. Spot on. Nothing to do with the cue ball. Doesn't have to play this.
I'm saying sometimes what I think, Dave, on here, because you don't want to jinx anyone, do you?
No, you don't, but, people have been looking forward to you, pal. You feel free to loosen up, don't? I can tell you're getting a bit anxious.
Yes.
Questioning yourself.
I'm due another tablet, Dave, but I haven't brought them with me.
Don't know what. Don't worry.
Right.
I nearly said, don't worry. Yeah. Don't worry, pal.
13-9 of a 4-frame lead. Jake's not looking good in his chair at the minute, to be honest, guys. He'll have that bounce out on his mind still. What would it to go, Dave? 10-all, would it?
Yeah, and he's been well and truly punished by the bull gods. I think that's the first time I've said that saying. Yeah. I've avoided it. It's just starting to get away from him.
Yeah.
But, there's an awful long way.
He's got to show character now, just like Aaron Davis did.
Yeah. I think he's more than strong enough. I think I would have quite liked to see the final just at 18.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
I mean, they want to make it a little bit more special, but I don't want to see fatigue come into play later on. Although, looking at Mikey, that's not going to happen. Looking at Jake, it might do. So,
wow.
I mean, it's so...
Oh. You see, Dave, honestly, little things like that, it can go against you, but he's had a touch there. Them things cost you games and get you games, and he's 13-9 up here. We're nearly in off there, so
yeah, little bits of luck. But you don't mind them if they're coming your way, especially not in a final.
All right.
Well, I mean, one thing he is guaranteeing, Pete, is the way he's hitting the break. The balls haven't got any choice.
No.
They're coming open. There's not an ounce of caution.
What we're saying here, Dave, yellows or reds, or it's going reds, isn't it?
If the yellow is closest to goes bottom left, he might take that, but it's going to be reds. I mean, they're so open, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's colour separation. That was the...
He's counting on a little bit of
he's okay here.
luck here, he's not being precise.
He's okay here. Top left, right centre, left centre, bottom left. Well, I can't believe it. Well, I can believe it because I never get it right.
Cheers, Ian.
It's a dangerous game. Trying to predict shots all the time. Shy away from it. Well, it's just off straight the wrong way. We can just drop this in.
Do you know something after this competition, David? I'd like to see Mikey take this game a little bit more serious,
Jordan's saying exactly the same thing. He's not a big practicer. I don't know if there's a question mark of how much he respects the game, but coming from snooker, that can play a part. Certainly hasn't applied himself as much as he could do. So from what I've heard, I mean, you're a good mate of his.
Well, yeah, I am, David, and I'm not just. I aren't saying this because he's my mate. I'm not about that, and he's my mate. That's it. But I think he's got a lot more to offer, Dave. If you know what I mean.
Well, the rewards are there if you want them.
I mean, over years, Dave, he's had some fantastic wins. I was some at Best Eat World, Farnsworth, Dunster, and all them. I mean, he knocked Dunster out at Worlds about 3-4 years ago, but he just don't seem to have that fight.
That passion.
Yeah,
the passion for the game. I mean, that's fair enough, but, does he mind if you tell us what he does for a living?
Yeah, he's in and out of different jobs. He's one of these jack of all trades. What is it, master and on here?
Yeah,
At the minute he's doing fire doors and stuff like that. But you know, he can come to mine if he wants to practice whatever. But
That's just going to interrupt you. That's the difference there, Pete. That was a beautifully struck break, that. And he's gone dry. Controlled the cue ball, brilliant. I mean, it really was textbook, that. Yeah, I mean, what you're doing in life, you know, does he have a family, you know, and children and commitments elsewhere, things like that? They all come into play.
yeah, they do. He's had a tough time, like, and stuff like that. So we won't go into detail, but I'd like to see him, if he takes this down, try and get to the next level. Which David, I know he can. And I ain't blowing smoke, you know. I'm a true gentleman, a man of my word.
You know your stuff.
Yeah.
I've listened to you quite a bit on this stream.
God, I usually talk nonsense though, David.
Yeah, I know,
but having a bit of fun, yeah.
Yeah, it's funny.
That's a good shout.
There's a place for all sorts when watching pool. One problem down, one problem to go. But you can deal with it straight away.
Oh, great shot.
It's just...
It's happening, Dave.
It's happening for him, it really is. He's getting the chances. Dry break. A few good finishes from Mike. He added with that dry break. 15-9. I'm not saying it's the end. I'm really not. But it's going to take some effort.
Listen, once it starts, you know, these little nudges, when they start happening for him, he's an handful. He's an handful. Do you know what I mean, Dave? Because on another day, Dave, you know, like you've probably been talking all weekend, you can beat somebody like Ricky, I think was saying earlier, 21-16, and that player will do the same to you tomorrow. Them little flicks, Dave, sometimes they just don't happen.
Yeah, they're all going one way at the moment, a very crucial part of the match. Well, don't want to give him it. This is missable.
Money matches, Ryan. Mike is playing Kyle Cope. They're going to be sick of seeing each other.
Next week,
this Saturday at Swaddling Cope, David Gilbert's club, Potters.
I'll tune in.
It'll be a fantastic game because Kyle is a machine as well.
Yeah, it's a rematch. Same amount, I believe. £30,000.
Yeah, minimum of 30,000.
It is 15-9, 6 ahead, 6 to go.
You did, Janet. But in all fairness, Janet, he has had a bit of a shaky point as well in the game, but he's kicked on here and Jake's probably feeling shocking at minute with that bounce out still, but he's got to get it out of his head.
Yeah, that was a massive point in the game, for sure. To be fair to Jake, he's not done an awful lot wrong. Mikey's just took out a couple of naughty finishes and then capitalised on dry breaks from Jake, and that's what's brought this 6-frame lead to a head.
Liam, Mikey won. I think it was 25-23. If I'm not, somebody might I might be wrong there. 25-23, 25-24.
I've got it written down, but it's just so dark, can't see.
I'll tell you what, I thought that red one at top right there, guys, and it were looking like one-way traffic. Wow. This has give Jake a little sniff to get back at match, because as you know, David, it turns.
Something needed to change, though. We needed this. I think, do these have to go? I think they might do. It's going to be reds. It's a comfortable start of this.
Evening, Stephen. Nothing, Liam, mate.
Well, after Jake going dry, and these players at this standard view them as presents to their oppositions. He's had one return Is the rest coming out?
He's looking a bit flat at minute, his Jake, guys. Look from the commentary box here, so let's see what happens in this frame and see if he can regroup.
Just trying to keep you focus. 25-22. Thank you very much, Grant.
Cheers, Grant.
You're only one off. We won't hold it against you, Pete.
I know. I ain't got a rollicking for that then, David, no.
Absolutely not. You'll never get a rollicking off me.
Thank you.
Absolutely not. Not easily offended, Pete.
Good. That's why we get on. But Jake needs he needs a finish here, guys, and like I say, it swings pull. The next frame, it could be a Brett dish. Back in it a little bit, 15-11, but we'll see.
Look, I'm not saying he's not going to get these, but I think you picked up on there's a little bit of tension of, tiredness creeping in with Jake. And I'm not saying that just because he's made a mistake. It's the pace. Jake's pace tells you everything about how he's sort of feeling. There was a drastic drop in his semi-final. He picked it up at the end.
He did.
And did enough. But at the moment, you can just tell he's not feeling quite 100%. Oh, dear.
Wow. He's not going to be feeling good, ain't Jake? I know, Jake. This could be a bit of a, he might push away here, Michael.
I mean, all we've done is talk about Poole most of the weekend, and it's tiring. He's been playing an awful lot. I'm not saying he's hit the wall, and I'm certainly not saying he's not capable, but Janet, you're spot on. He looks a little deflated.
Yeah, Janet, and honestly, love, like I said, I played Mikey in week. He beat me 30-23. I played well, and when you don't take that chance or get that ball off break, it is demoralising. I thought I deserved to be a bit closer, but what can you do?
Well, that's the thing, so why you hold him in such high regard. And so many others do.
Yeah.
In here.
Yeah. I'm a realist. I say it as it is, Dave. Like all of me, I won't ever lie. But that was Jake's chance there. Because he broke dry Mikey, and then it's Jake's break, but he's going to go 16-9 down, Dave, here, hopefully.
Yeah, Mikey's been... I can only think of one frame where he's been in this sort of position and not finished him off. Like
I said, hopefully there, guys, because I don't like jinxing folk either. It won't because he's my good pal, you know what I mean?
He's getting right self-conscious, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't expect this from you.
I've got a soft heart, Dave.
Oh, I can tell that. I think he'd preferred a little bit more angle here, but just accepted a bit more distance. Oh, he's perfectly straight. Look at that.
He did,
Still
Lee.
Getting caught out 3 days in.
Yeah, he did, Lee. He did get away with it today. And sometimes, your name's not trophy in it. It's just meant to be.
I don't think it's quite time to write him off yet.
No, definitely not.
He's got about another, I would say, 3 frames, and then we really will know, because he's going to get another opportunity. What Mikey has got now is a chance to really kill off this game in the next 2 frames. He should be sat down. He should be thinking, if I win the next 2, this is done.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah.
At the moment, if you're trending a book, as we have been doing for the last 3 days, Jake's probably around 33-1 at the moment. If it goes 18-9, he's about 500-1.
Something like that.
Yeah, and that's how much it changes. So, Mikey, I think it's a big 2 frames for both players. All the pressure in the Newlove corner at the moment, though.
What it is, Peter, though, as Janet will know, he's been flaring up in Monday Night League and whatnot. His temperament's not been the best, but he's coming this way a different. Oh my God!
Would you believe
with a different outlook, and he's looking like his old self.
I mean, how unfortunate was that? We definitely need these replays. I think that was it 3 kisses before the cue ball found a pocket.
He's had at least 3 knocks, hasn't he, out of last 5?
And they've all been pretty brutal. Yeah, he's found the corner pocket, which is a mistake on a couple, but when it's not going for you, it's not going for you. Presuming Reds then. This one at the top must pass quite cleanly into the top right and just a natural to float down. Yeah, I think we'll see him leave that one. The one furthest up on your screens as his possible last ball. I mean, again, pet peeve, but
I'd fancy me getting these, David.
These are pool players. Oh, I can't believe he's done it again, you see. I said he was going to leave it to last because it's near the 8.
He's not bothered, is he?
No, it's just... I mean, it doesn't matter too much. I think it's just maybe me being pernickety. It's the way I think straight away is work backwards from the black, I suppose. And
yeah.
I'm not saying Mikey doesn't think like that, but I after the first half of his first game, I decided I wasn't going to call anything. There's no right way to play this game.
What a game him and Carl's going to be next Saturday.
Oh, it's going to be brilliant. Are you going down then?
I think so, but to be honest, mate, I'm trying not to drink a lot. It just messes me head up a little bit, you know what I mean? So, but I will have to go.
Never seen you drunk, Pete.
I know, you told me earlier. Good old Blackball.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter which ball you leave till last. It still looked inevitable from the moment he touched the table after the foul break, which was extremely unlucky. 17-9.
No, I don't, Janet, either, because the pool's a brutal game and we all know it before we play it, so I'm not feeling sorry for no one who's taking 10k home now.
I feel a bit sorry for him. I really do. Just the way the manner in which the game's just got away from him. He's had the bounce out and a bit of bad luck on breaks, you know, and no player likes to see that. I certainly was of the opinion at the beginning of this game this was going to go quite close. And, well, we should have known from then, actually, when I said it, that it was going to be ran away with by one player.
But we'll just keep continuing to watch because I've seen it all before. It couldn't change, but he's just looking a bit strong.
Variables and unpredictability is the reason we all love this game and continue to watch and play it religiously. This game has been absolutely fantastic. This tournament has been absolutely fantastic from start to finish. How much more have we got left? A minimum of 4 frames at least.
Yeah, Josh. Yeah, Janet, it does a few days and you move on. Got to, Janet, haven't you? Life's brutal, not just pool. Wow.
Yeah. Again, I mean, he's always going to be on the one to right centre, but I think he can get through to the one top right if he chooses. I think it's just gone far enough, has it? Yeah, I think this has. He's had a good look, but I think this goes. Yeah. And just, again, a little bonus.
Yeah, he's flying,
able to
mate.
screw
he's
over.
Absolutely flying. I could tell how he got up.
Didn't have to move anything.
No, I know him, you know. But listen, next week the club is going to Swaddling Coat to watch him against Kyle, and they're putting a bus on. So if anybody is wanting to come and have a bet, then contact Michael or Tom Heckingbottom or Jack Heckingbottom for a bet and get behind him and come and have a day out in Swaddling Coat and let them know, because they don't know whether to get a 16 or 32 seater at the minute. That was a bad shot there, David. But he might be lucky there. He's played it there to play.
Gap?
Yeah, there's a gap. Not hard enough.
It's not. Or is it?
It is.
Or is it?
Yeah. If not,
It's
he's
very,
up and
very
down.
thin. But
It's tin.
you can never imagine him not landing on the 8 ball.
I'm not Ryan, I'm working, bud.
Is that the beginning of the end? I certainly think so.
At least Jake's still smiling, bless him, you know. It's not over yet, guys, but...
Right, Pete.
Yeah?
I promised
Yeah?
that someone got 16, 17.
Yeah.
We bring Ricky in.
Yeah?
Are you coming in now? You think he is?
Right, David.
He's going a bit fast, like, isn't he?
David,
Well,
it's been a pleasure, mate. Please meet, gives your hand, all right,
Fishgate
bud?
had to wait 3 days to get
Alright.
you in, and
Yeah.
from the chat and myself, it was definitely worth it.
Thank you.
What a character, everyone.
Thank you, and I'll see you again, yeah?
Fishgate.
Good night, everybody.
Enjoy next week.
Ta-ra, thank you.
Well, we're just swapping over. Ricky Jones coming in, but an awful lot of frustration from Jake just being offloaded onto the 15 balls and white ball flying off the table. Ricky Jones joining us for what could be a very short conclusion to this match. First of all, congratulations on a fantastic 3 days. You must be shattered. I know you got to do a bit tomorrow as well, but you must be a little bit proud. Come on.
Yeah, it's gone well, yeah. I don't know what to say, really. It's obviously we've done them before, fought lower level, but the higher you go, the more it gets recognised, I suppose. And
all I can tell you is people have thoroughly enjoyed it from what I've seen, and they just want more. And I've been asked a few times. I know the next one. Is there any in the plans as yet? I know you're surely not thinking about it quite now, and maybe at least till sort of next Thursday, Friday before it even enters your mind. But
yeah, I think it's going to be next year now. I think what we've said we'll do, we'll wait for everyone else to bring dates out, because we won't clash with other dates. If you do it the other way around, others are not as considerate, let's say. So
good idea.
Yeah, I think that's it. Wait for most to come out on the calendar and work around that. But I think we'll certainly be doing another one this level at some point next year, and another one for my kind of level as well, what we did earlier on in the year, which Ryan Fleming won. As well as many other things, hopefully.
Oh, let's hope we get all sorts of levels, because obviously most people do want the absolute elite, as we're watching Mikey make short work once again. I think he's okay here, just the right side of the red to come down between the yellows. It's just, I mean, take nothing away from Mike here. He has been absolutely solid. Has he had certain things go his way? Of course he has. But it hasn't always gone all of his way this whole tournament. He certainly had to get to the semi-final in a ridiculously difficult manner.
Yeah, he's what did I say to you earlier on? Them two deciders is your name on the trophy.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes it's your time, isn't it? And today's been, well, I'm not going to say it's been a breeze for him, but that's how it'll look with the scorelines by the looks of how this is going. So, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, definitely no way back here. Just a formality, and Jake shouldn't be disappointed. Very good memories on that far table, I'm sure, but it's been a bit of a struggle for him when he's come over onto table one.
Yeah, exactly, Rob, yeah. He feels like he's been given an extra life, so he probably does feel a little more free today after what happened last night.
Well, it's come up already, and one thing I do hope is that we see Aaron back in one of these.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yep.
And Kyle as well. a very evenly matched 16 players, and we're going to have a very deserved and very popular winner, I'm sure.
I think how we go about it going forward. I'll use this level as an example. We would invite the 16 players that had entered this one first.
Yeah, and then
and then build it from there. Obviously, give them first chance, and then advertise for the remaining spots if the people that entered weren't bothered.
I mean, there's no doubt there is scope to make it a little bit bigger if you wanted, but when you start getting to 24, it's an odd number and people are playing an extra round, so it's got to be 32. And then if you're 32, you need 5 days with 2 tables at least.
Yeah.
So
I wouldn't want to run it where it wasn't just arenas.
Yeah.
So we haven't got room really. We could get another arena in the back, but at a push and the 3 tables.
I wouldn't want to manage 3
Yeah,
while I'm on here.
Yeah, it's. I think it works perfect as it is. 16 players. The club set out like it is.
Big middle pocket here, sorry Ricky, and a big bottom pocket as well. So he's got choices.
I think he's going middle.
Cue ball.
No.
Oh, it's just. And you can see he's just looked at us and sort of smirked and shook his head, and he knows. He's experienced enough to know
Does
that
the winner get refused?
things have gone his way.
Right, I've just been actually thinking about that because Kyle won the lower one down and we run another. I refused him entry and said, "Look, mate,
Into the lower one down.
into the lower one down. I think it's the right thing to do."
Oh, Janet, let's not get into this now. Let's just enjoy the end of this one. Ricky has had enough, I'm sure. He'll have plenty of time to weigh all this up, and I'm pretty sure that, judging by the 3 days I've spent with you, most of it will be spoken to you by Ricky. But let's just enjoy this. Let's have Michael Tomlinson, and let him have his moment as well. Let's not be worrying about the next ones.
So,
well, just down and trying to make things look respectable. He'll know it's not a nice position to be in when you're a player this, and it's I suppose it is the problem that comes with long races. There does become a moment when you realise you're just not going to catch your opposition, and you've just got to stay at the table and, you know, give the respect to the game that it deserves, play it out in the right way.
yeah,
And it's good to see, you know.
he's always going to do that, but to be honest with you, if I was in Jake's place now, you've just got to think, what if? Things happen, as daft as it sounds. It's happened before in games, not at this level maybe.
No, not this level.
But there's always a first time.
12-0.
You've got to. We actually did have a 13-0 in the series a few years back. I think it was Gillespie and Ben Davis.
Really?
13-0.
Between them two players?
Yeah.
Wow. That is. Which way? I mean,
I can't actually remember.
The fact that I don't know.
It's weird that
nobody else would they?
It's weird that I remember the players, but I cannot remember which way.
I mean, I would.
Sheppy might be able to.
I wouldn't want to guess. You wouldn't want to guess.
Sheppy might be able to tell us.
With them two, it could be either way, couldn't it? That's unbelievable.
It would definitely. No, it might have been 11, not 13. 11-0, yeah.
Gillespie won 11-0.
Yeah, not 13. It were 11, yeah. But
Thanks.
still.
Well, I thought Sheppy was going to tell us, but Turkey Teeth jumped to the rescue, hasn't he? Thanks very much.
Sheppy's already put a post up looking for one his level.
Well, you might be quite happy about that.
I am.
Then he can organise it, can he?
No, I know what he's doing. He's putting post up. Obviously, he's going to play and then leave it to me to organise. But I'd love that. I would.
You're absolutely right. He has been solid, but Jake stands up and he's at that stage of the match where you just don't want to go to the table. You really don't. You just want your opponent to break off and clear them up. I'm sure inside he'll be, bitterly disappointed, Jake. But when he wakes up tomorrow and he thinks, you know what, would I have taken the final beforehand? Yeah, I think he would. Decent weekend. £10,000 he's going to earn for this.
Yeah, people talk about like going lower with the levels. I don't know how serious they're being, but there's a few issues with that. One, the level of the players is more volatile, and you're always going to get a shark kind of thing.
And as much as you know, Ricky, it's sorry about that. It's impossible for you to know everybody.
Exactly.
And you're looking at you're already mentioning this level, the level below, and the elite, and then that sort of level below. It's impossible to know everybody.
Yeah, because obviously it's a more widespread and it gets more volatile. You might get one shark, and without sounding disrespectful, the club's a business, and if you've got a pool that's not attractive, let's say, for people to come in all weekend and watch, you're shutting the full club off here basically for the tournament. There's 10 tables in here, you've got 3 available in the back room.
You've got an awful lot to think about.
Yeah,
I mean, there's so many factors, rule sets as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this has been a bank holiday weekend. There would have been a possibility to, I suppose, spread it out even more, but it's been in the planning for quite a while, this, and you might not have even known it was going to be a bank holiday when you put it together.
I didn't know it was going to be a bank holiday, but we did actually talk about the timings. I remember we said extra session on Friday to make Saturday more manageable. Sunday's fine as it is.
Yeah, it could do. I mean,
just start early Friday.
For me, yeah. I mean, I have mentioned about it. 4 games, 4 hours is too much in a day, obviously. But I mean, there'll be no complaining from me. I promise you that. 18,000 and 10,000, Grant. That is surely the last time we're going to have to say that. What do you know? He's at the table and he's thinking, where are all these chances 6-7 frames ago when I really needed them?
Oh, come on, what's the Welsh freedom? Come on, Ricky. Oh, I know what that is. Do you know Wilbur? Paul John Williamson? No, have you never met him?
No, I don't think so.
He is another Welsh guy that frequents around here because his dad lives in Doncaster.
Yeah.
He's obviously on about the low level. What score do you think it gets to before Mikey starts thinking not again?
I've got you know what my prediction was before the game. I told you.
No, I weren't here, were I?
Well, you know, it was a big group. I don't think there's any harm in saying it now. I said 21-14. I thought fatigue might come into play this way, but I've been wrong every single time this weekend, consistently. So at the moment there is zero hope for Jake. When he gets to 15, it starts to become a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like at the minute Jake's just
Going through the motions.
doing it for the sake of it,
Yeah,
kind of
absolutely.
thing, letting his arm go. But there's a point when the frames start tolling up that Jake starts to believe and Mikey starts to think.
Yeah.
And then it becomes a game again.
Gonna have to play the split here, and what do you know, it hasn't worked out. In fact,
if that goes, he could be okay.
Definitely doesn't go in the centre pocket, the one near the 8.
Does the other one go in the bottom left?
I think it does. I think he's got half a pocket.
And play the last one to the top bag and just nudge the black off.
There you go, half a pocket. Good queuing needed here.
Club opens at 12 tomorrow, Deacon, and we're going to start about 12:30.
That's not there. So this should be it, you feel. Just got to get up onto the red at the top of the table, deal with the one on the right hand side. So yeah, there's a little bit of work to do here. How early do you want to deal with them 2 issues?
I think he's going to... he could even leave the one up top till last. Deal with the 3 on the right first. Bottom left, centre. Bottom left, left centre, and then the one on the top rail last, I think.
Well, I hope you get it right, because predicting Mikey's been
that's
very
it.
difficult for me.
Yeah, he's not going to go my way anyway, but that's the way I'd have gone.
He is a little bit unorthodox with his shot selection. Certainly not a criticism, but commentating a lot of players, and I like to think I get at least that bit right. Can't get anything else right this weekend. Okay, so his plan is pretty obvious.
But we're looking at the one on the right on the screen, and I know what he's going to do with it. He's going to play it in right middle. Because we're looking on the screen, it looks... Oh, no,
Well, he might not be doing any more.
It goes in the right middle, but on the screen it never looks too
Yeah,
inviting.
it doesn't look inviting, but it is just deceiving once again. But this is frame ball. Touch your right hand side. This is not going to be good. This is not going to be good. And well, is it absolutely perfect? I think he dropped this in the middle now.
Perfect.
No, he's going to drop this in. I think this is perfect. I thought he was going to land right on it, dead parallel, but this is comfortable. This is it.
Miss. Oh.
No. Hard lines to Jake Dillon Newlove. The game really did get away from him about 7-8 frames ago. But Michael Tomlinson is your Prashad £2,500 high roller champion, surviving 2 last frame shootouts. What a fantastic performance. Ricky Jones.
Yeah, brilliant.
Fantastically ran. We are going to get a word with Michael, so do,
I think we might be able to get a word with both.
You want him in now?
Yeah, I think no.
Yeah, we're going to get a word with Michael, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'll just drop out now.
And you're going to have to get out and present the trophy. We'll leave the camera running, though. Stay right with us. I'm pleased to announce we've got him in just before he goes and picks up that rather impressive trophy. Mikey, first of all, massive congratulations. How do you think that final went? Bit of a dream, maybe?
It did, yeah, especially the second half. Jake's breaks, about 4 or 5 on trot, just giving me easy chances. I think I needed him, to be fair.
You must be happy, though. I can see you beaming, absolutely beaming. Yeah, I think the bounce out certainly didn't help his confidence, and your sledgehammer break, he kept on chopping and changing, finding the top pocket also, and it just gave you the chances you need, but you look extremely comfortable.
I did, yeah. I just tried to play a bit quicker this time. It's been a long day, long weekend. Pretty tired, so I didn't want to do too much thinking. Well, I didn't do too much thinking anyway, but I just tried to just get on with it.
Excellent stuff. And plans for the future? Your good friend Pete was saying he hopes you might just start taking this game a bit more seriously moving forward.
Yeah, I'm on IPA, but I've had a lot going on, so I've not played much, to be honest. But I am hoping to get back and might start playing. And because I've not played many matches, I'm a bit surprised to it. Like odd money game here and there, but I think I've played about 1 comp in probably 2 seasons.
And I've got to ask you, 2 last frame deciders. Did you believe in your heart of hearts it had any effect moving forward? Was your name? Did you have that thought in the back of your head? You're never going to tell anyone, but
like it's meant to be in it. How often does it happen? Because I should have been out in both really. Aaron, he'll never ever miss that ball again. It's never. And he deserved to win. I deserved to go out in both matches. I didn't play great against Aaron. I just couldn't do anything at end. I'd gone. And it probably took something like that to get over the line.
I think certainly when I came in on Friday, I'd met you before, obviously. I interviewed you when that cash game down there, but I hadn't seen an awful lot of you. People started telling me straight away as soon as I come in, backed you quite heavily. Obviously it's no secret the lads have put you in, put a bit in yourself as well. It must be really, really nice to do it in your own club.
It is, yeah, especially to do it here, especially with X have looked after me, they back me now money matches, I play here. So to earn them a few quid as well and everyone here that's had a bet on me, it's nice, it's a good feeling, isn't it? It's like your money games and stuff, it's nice to win a few quid.
And you haven't got too long to relax because you've only got a week until you've got to put, most of that money and a bit more in a pot to go and play Kyle.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, to be honest. I do enjoy the games, I'm playing him away, I don't mind. It's, hopefully I can play a bit better because I don't feel I've played great against him in any of them, to be honest. So it'd be nice to be a bit more consistent and play something like.
Well, don't go and party too hard, but do enjoy it. Michael Tomlinson, everybody, is your Prashad £2,500 a man high roller champion. Congratulations, pal.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Enjoy.
Ready to take your game to the next level? Check out our vast range of pro-quality cubes, crafted to perfection. Would you prefer a more hands-on approach? Why not visit our brand new showroom? Protect your cubes with style using our sleek cue cases. Join our exclusive members area now, where you'll qualify for 5% back of your order as points towards future orders.